spacey, and I'm like, that's not what you want to do, Chief. You're kind of limited in what you can do.
You just got to space fair mostly, right? Is what I hear.
Say that again?
It's not a space fair mostly is what you do?
Yeah. Space fair is when you can get in some down tilts and forward tilts, but like you're really limited in what you can do against ice climbers. And I think that a lot of Marths, especially those who don't have a lot of experience in this matchup, they're very like stubborn in how they want to play. So they'll do a lot of stuff they shouldn't. You'll see them like do a crazy and nair approach or something or
like
just
that.
drop an edge guard to Sopo and get back aired. All right, that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
But still, like a complete stock down and some change. You know, there's that nair.
That's good fair.
See, the problem with like the grab right there is a lot of times you'll just grab Nana, and then you're like wide open for a punish.
So it's not easy to just like destroy Nana really quickly like a spacey would, right?
Yeah, no, it's not like that at all.
You have to like hit her a couple of times. It seems like.
All right, I do like the choice of just taking out Nana when he had the chance. Because honestly, Popo by himself, not that good of a character. You still gotta respect him. Like I've seen people just like have no respect for Sopo and just eat like 80% because they did something that was obviously not safe.
Yo, Sopo's dash dance and Sopo's grabs are not that bad.
Yeah, I mean Sopo's Sopo's not great, but
not
you
great,
know,
but if
you gotta respect everybody.
Yeah, exactly. If you just like think you got this stock for free,
Yeah.
that's when Sopo's gonna attack on like.
Yeah, I mean you want to give him the proper respect, I should say.
He's gonna get a grab.
Nice
and then
forward
a down
tilt.
smash, something like that.
All right.
Nice. So you got that stock pretty clean.
Yeah,
You only take like.
and you know what? He's actually starting to turn this franchise around a little bit.
Tight.
It's like that, you know, scene in like Good Burger or something, when they come up with secret sauce or whatever,
Oh, nice.
and then all of a sudden they're just out selling Mondo Burger.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like that's basically what's happening right now. I don't know what kind of sauce this is. It's definitely a secret, but you know he's kind of smoothing.
Yeah. He's doing well this stock. He's taking 2 stocks in a row.
Yeah. I mean, obviously still like a percent deficit, but you know, seriously closing the gap.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you should try to eat it.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So, that was like the most crazy mix-up, but it was completely accident. Like I know there's no way. Maybe he did, but oh wow, that's unfortunate.
That was bad
But you know what?
DTB, right?
Like that whole, I don't know if you saw, but like he got like his DI got crossed up because he tried to DI like a smash attack and then like Nana did a get up attack.
Oh yeah.
And he got knocked in this weird zone.
I kind of missed it because I was trying to fix my mic.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's game 1. So what's the counter pick situation like when you're Marth?
I mean, I don't know if this is a best of 3 or best of 5, but I would imagine that either Yoshi's or Stadium. And he must have banned Stadium, so it looks like we're going to Yoshi's. Or maybe, no, FD. So he probably banned FD. In which case, depending on the playstyle, you either go to Yoshi's or...
I thought Icy's liked FD, though.
Oh, no, wait. You're right. I'm actually... You're actually correct.
Yeah. So
I don't know why I'm, like, thinking backwards.
Yeah, so the Icy's would want to go to FD if they could, right?
I'm so used to commentating, like, like Spacey's Marth, you know?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
It's like the opposite. It's like the one time that a character wants to play against Marth on FD.
Here's a Sopo damage.
Yeah. And, you know, if I'm the Marth, I would actually have a surprising amount of confidence, considering the work he managed to do after losing those 2 stocks immediately.
Yeah, he picked it up. A pretty clean up tilt to end the stock. So he's up on game 2. Let's see how he manages to attack on some percent.
And if you can play this way, the ground is lava, so you don't want to touch the floor that much. But ooh,
clean. Jump's gone. Yep.
And this is like night and day from the first game.
Yeah.
That's not gonna do it. That was actually a surprisingly like well thought out air dodge close to the ground. Like normally you'd never say that, but in that case it was actually a thing of beauty. He's not letting himself get hit by any of these strong smash attacks.
The Shy Guy saved him from the F tilt.
Yeah, Shy Guy in everybody's business. Down smash gonna take it, but 116. Not what you want when you're Sopo.
Oh, there it
Okay.
is. Yep.
I call that the for the watch, you know? When they jam my boy John, so. Spoilers.
Gotta watch the toes.
What?
And
And the name?
I can hear some ice blocks. Oh.
Oh, this could be a wobble. Oh, wait,
Oh.
what a mash. Oh, that was a badly. See, a lot of times the truth is like, people say what they want about wobbling. Some people are like not against it. Some people hate it. But there's at least like 80% of the wobbles I've seen in recent years that are just the result of you doing something you shouldn't do.
So how he got caught there was he did a runoff fastball fair, right? And then
yeah.
and then I think it was more like a read because it felt like he was so fast to the runoff fastball fair.
Yeah, he's put himself in a horrible position. He's basically like saying, "Hey, grab me," right? Ooh, just barely making it on stage there.
It's tight.
Oh, and the neutral
Tight on
airs
game
are
two.
out.
Dude, Icy's back air is so strong.
Yeah, especially, I mean, there's two of them. You know what I mean? Imagine if Puff had two back airs. Don't imagine that. That's a nightmare.
I know people have mentioned this before, but I always think it's funny how the mallet just has no sound whatsoever, but it hits you so hard.
I know. I think that's part of why, for like the longest time, I just couldn't understand how I was getting killed. So like that didn't feel like it should have killed me. Or it didn't sound like it, I should say.
It's going in a lot
Ooh.
right now. Oh, that was clean.
Down air so hard it freaking shook the stream.
Oh. Trying to make a combo video.
All right, this
right
is
now.
looking like the G'est of G's. Not yet. Not yet.
One more side B's coming.
That's gonna do it.
And that's how you just take care of the edge guard. Just F smash.
Yeah, you use the kiss method. You know, you keep it simple.
What about like charging side B or charging B?
I love to charge neutral B because I think it's the greatest thing in the game. So I always look for an opportunity to use that. In that situation, I definitely would have charged neutral B.
Okay, yeah.
For sure. But forward smash works, you know.
All right, let's see what setups the ICs will get this time. to set up the
Okay,
wobble.
so now we have the counter pick the stadium, which I guess kind of makes sense. If it's a best of three, then you would assume Marth in this case would ban his own kingdom, which is stadium,
Kingdom.
basically, because you kind of get what in the name of.
So I'm interested in asking why the ICs went to Pokemon.
Well, I guess when you think about it, it's sort of like a long stage and has like a, I guess a sort of like an FD feel with two platforms. But I mean, I don't necessarily think this is like a great stage, but I guess like it's like the closest thing to FD while it's in its neutral form that they could get. That would be my guess.
I would have thought that
Dreamland used to be the pick, right?
Exactly, right? Because
But a lot of times I think it's like a matter of like a mentality. Like a lot of times when people get counterpicked to Dreamland, it gets a wow, that was a please grab me. But when they get counterpicked to
Oh my
Dreamland, they're like,
goodness, he's
okay, so
flooding
I'm not
right
going to be able to kill them for a long time. I'm just going to camp.
there it is, your favorite.
There it is. He
Called
must have
it
heard
out.
me.
Yep.
Mid-set coaching. I'm still concerned about these grabs. All right, eats the dash attack. That's not much.
He's going for grab a lot right now.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of ridiculous. He almost gets caught.
blizzard
Wait
setup.
a minute. He's got to DI this. All right. It gets out of the chain throw. Fun fact, ice climbers will always throw in the direction where they're like closest to the edge. So like you can kind of like auto set up those interesting like chain throws, you know, the alley oops.
There's no really good way to handle with that to get out of the handoffs though, right? You just have to.
Oh yeah, dude. The
Yeah,
handoffs.
yeah.
I mean, the best thing you can do is go for some like weird DI, which I think he did. It looked like he like DI'd up. That might have helped him out.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh my goodness, how many fairs?
Got
was
him with
that?
the 06.
How many fairs was that?
Yeah, sometimes life's not fair, and that's what Chum's thinking most likely. Or SluG. Wait.
Oh no, terrible DI too.
I used to confuse. Oh. I used to confuse Chug and Slum back in the day.
What's that?
To the point where I'd call them like Chum. Like when I saw both of them, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Chum?"
Chum.
And I didn't realize I was doing it. That's the worst part. But Marth's potentially on his tournament stock, so he's got to play this amazing. And instead, he gets grabbed.
Good mash. That's a really good mash.
Yeah, he mashed, and it kind of looked like the transformation was moving into maybe save him.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and put Nana off stage,
Nana
but
still
he's
has
a
to
down
jump,
smash for his troubles.
Yeah, the Ice Climbers has not been down smashing a lot throughout the last couple games, but this game he's been throwing out a few, and it's been working out for him.
Yeah, I mean, it works. And at this point, Marth can no longer afford trading.
Oh.
Wow, that was a deadly tipper into I teched off the mountain. All right, nice mix up there with the down tilt, but at 104%.
Waveland back. Oh my goodness.
That waveland was so
Nana with
crisp.
the grab.
Oh, he missed the up smash, but is the back air going to do it? No, not quite yet, but
Edge guard.
danger percent.
Nice side B stall. One down smash away, dude. I feel it coming.
Yeah, I know. That's a very weekend vibe right here. I feel it coming too. Even if he manages to take the stock at this point, like, he's got to play perfect.
Oh,
He gets
so
grabbed,
there
that's
it
going to
is.
do it.
Good set overall.
I mean, good stuff. I mean, not much you can do in that situation. When you get behind by that much, you kind of have to take risks, but Marth's not really a good risk-taking character, to be honest.
He was doing so well in game 2. It's interesting.
Yeah,
how it
game
broke
2
down
and
game
like
3.
towards the end of game 1.
Yeah.
But like game 3 and all, I felt like the wheels came off. You know what I mean? Like the car just broke down a little.
He did get that sweet fair combo though. That was
Yes,
like 6
that's
fairs
the
into-
highlight.
Yeah, 6 fairs
You know?
into a dare. Yeah, across
That's
the stage.
that's a Ken in his prime. You know.
On an Ice Climbers is the interesting part too. You know, it's not a fast follower, easy combo fodder. It's just
I know, and the best part about it actually is that Nana was alive the whole time.
Yeah.
She was just eating popcorn, like, this is great.
I was just watching her man die. She was
Yeah,
like,
I know. It's just like,
She's like,
did she
I'm
just
fine.
not want him to?
Yeah. She's not a ride or die, clearly.
Wait a minute. Oh, I know who this is. Legend that used to go by Pantiotis or Panties back in the day. But
I
you know,
might have played him once at a local. Actually,
wait, say what?
I think I might have played him once at a local a few years ago.
Oh yeah, and I think now he went from Panty to like Pantiotis to like Pantiotis, you know. But it's like sounds like a Greek name, you know. I think it is a Greek name, but it's not like Panties like Pantiotis anymore, because that was you know.
But he used to just go as panties, right?
Yeah, that was getting a little weird, you
Yeah.
know.
That's what I thought.
And
So
the
before
Fox
we
player's
began-
his tag, I kind of forgot a little bit. But he's warming up, you know.
Yeah, what do you know about Fox versus Falcon?
Try it again.
What do you know about Fox versus Falcon?
Fox Falcon?
Yeah.
A little bit.
So I play dual spacies, and
I know you got a Nair Falcon.
when you're
You
Falcon,
gotta, like you got like this is like a battle. All right, so I watch a lot of combat sports, especially boxing, and a lot of times the commentators will always be like, "Well, who's gonna establish their jab first, right?" And this matchup, a lot of times, like, who's gonna establish their Nair first?
it's
Because Falcon's got this like weird little whiz robe Nair he can do.
yeah. So Falcon's space snare, it's pretty hard to deal with this Fox, but you do have to space it really well. And
Right.
Then you can also have like a really weird interaction where a Fox can come in and hit you in between the nairs because it's two, like he comes in with 2 kicks.
Right.
So that's what I look for mostly when I'm playing against Falcon, is if they can space their nair really well. And if not, then you can really just try to overshoot your aerials and catch them on the dash back.
Interesting decision to start on the stage. But I noticed the Falcons are evolving. They're either improving on the stage, or they're starting the stage because of DSR.
I despise this stage. I think the platforms.
Oh,
mess me up
what a
all the
read!
time.
Oh my goodness!
That's a good read. It's also
I-
really good option coverage because it covers everything except for tech back.
Yeah, everything
edge.
except for the roll to the right.
Yep. Or roll. Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
meme, right?
Yeah, the meme.
All right, and just like that, you know, Restart the match. 3 stocks each. Ooh, when Falcon's like
dodge.
moving like that,
dodge.
it's scary, dude. See, it's so tempting, right? You want to spot dodge. You want to roll. His movement just makes you so uncomfortable.
So fast. So he's spacing his aerials really well right now, which makes the matchup a lot more tricky as Fox. But once you get in, you really just have to punish really hard.
Ooh. Oh. Just getting him with the classic side B to knee, you know? That was the first combo I ever did with Falcon. The very first.
I don't know. I'm not a really big fan of the B moves, but I got to say it does work a lot.
I feel like it works way more than it should.
There it is.
Especially at like the mid like level, you know what I mean? Like this level, you know what I mean? Like you might not see this in like Evo Grand Finals, but you'll see it a surprising amount. People getting side B to knee.
Is that it?
Oh, and that's the unfortunate life of Captain Falcon.
That is the life.
You know, a little slip, a little down B action, and then before you know it, you're down. Oh, I love that. Nair to immediate down air, but he catches him sliding out with the fade back knee.
I like that overshoot Nair by Fox.
I like the slide off there.
Tech chase?
Oh.
Covered everything except for a little left.
Interesting.
Back air?
I don't know.
Pretty decent ledge dash.
That's going to be it. All right, so it looked like at the start of that match, the Fox was like super uncomfortable, but he really rallied there in the last stock.
Yeah, so once you get in, he was just punishing really hard.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing, right?
Yeah, so the Falcon is doing a really good job spacing his aerials, and then it's really about once Fox is inside your shields, how you can get out of it. And, you know, he's doing a lot of way dash back, which I like, but he can also mix in some rolls.
You have windows that like poke it into the screen. There's another one.
Yeah, so the punish game is just so easy for Fox here. One last attempt, and that's it for the
Wow, that was clean.
Yeah, the Fox is punishing really well right now.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure he tried to do like the world's quickest up air and just came out with an up smash.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me too.
Ooh.
Good read on the second place.
Yeah, I've noticed like most Falcons here. Like I've played like 10 of them today. Was that a Phantom Shine?
Oh, get up attack.
Uh-oh, this could be huge.
No, Fox is too good.
I feel like I might have just been willing to suicide there. Maybe.
Fox is at 5%, so he would be able to just
He would
up
still
B
be
again.
able to recover unless you
Yeah.
did some like super jank stuff, like weak knee in the side B. You know, some
Something-
nun
yeah,
stuff.
something really weak. Like you have to
I've
hit him
seen a lot of
twice.
nun Falcon lately, so that's like on my mind. But the Falconeers,
It's
I was
hard.
about to say, like they always seem to like be ready to cover like tech in place. So I'm starting to think every
It's
Fox or
an
whatever.
option coverage for them
yeah,
actually, so they
but
can cover tech in place and then cover the roll after that. So
Right.
If they're tech chasing. I
Oh.
mean.
Falcon's kind of schmoving along here. Oh,
Oh, the
okay, that fade back
reverse.
knee.
The reverse really secured the stock.
That's something we're going to be talking about at the water cooler later.
So what Fox has done already 3 times in a row, I think, is that after he
Oh.
gets nared, he'll spot dodge just because Falcons like to nair and then grab afterward. But if the Falcon notices that, he can read the or the spot dodge after the nair and just punish with the knee.
Wow, what a sequence there from Panos. Panos, the son of Zeus. That's what it sounds like, right? One of Zeus's like 50 kids.
Yeah, I mean, Zeus sort of just... has
Zeus just couldn't stop turning into a human and
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
sleeping with people. It's really crazy. Feel bad for his wife.
That's basically like half of Zeus' like legacy. He had a wife?
Yeah, Hera, right? Wasn't that like Zeus's wife?
I did not learn this in history.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just going into like, you know, Greek stuff. I don't know. It's because his name.
Oh, it was last stock. Let's focus on this.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge, right? This is actually potentially the last game.
They're both playing pretty clean right now with the neutral. Just a little bit of scrabbling here and there. Oh, read the roll.
Oh, he hard. Okay, never mind. He had a backup plan.
Shield drop up air into knee.
He just goes out there for the none. That's going to do it. Whether it's the weak knee or the strong knee.
I like that a lot when Falcons go out there and just hit the
You
Fox.
can, right?
Yeah. It's
So
really
many Falcons need to abuse that more.
Because Falcon's recovery is actually pretty good. It's like you can go pretty far if you're not getting edge guarded, which means you can run out there with the speed. And
It's
Falcon,
the air mobility, right?
Yeah.
Falcon has like what, the second or third best air mobility?
I thought it's second best to Puff.
Yeah, I know Puff's number 1.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember if there was somebody else that was better than Falcon. I don't think so.
Maybe like Kirby or something.
And it's really just kind of free. Like when you up B, you basically put a sign on it that says "Need me." Oh, kicks galore.
So I know that Falcons usually like Pokemon Stadium a lot. He's dead.
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, actually, I don't know if that was like a 5 million IQ play, and maybe he thought Fox was gonna try to recover.
Gosh, there it is.
But here we go. Restart the match. It's basically a 3-stock game.
So he's pulling out the gun. What do you think about the gun versus Falcon?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Falcon, of course, being the man that he is, never going to pull out his gun.
Even though he has one in his pocket.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
it's right.
see
It's
it.
visible. But, you know, he prefers to let his fists do the talking and his feet, I guess.
His kicks, yeah.
He's from the Taijutsu school with Rock Lee, you know.
Oh,
Never
dude,
going to use anything else.
I love Rock Lee.
I love the patience right there. Run up weight. You can see it every time. Even though he like missed, he was ready for that second place. If he was just like a couple of pixels to like over, that was a dead fox.
That's going to be it.
And that actually is a dead fox. All right, so Peniotis up right here in game 3. But 101%. Wait a minute. Trying to expand on this lead. Reads the jump. Misses the back air, though. What a tech. Okay, tech in the back air. 39%. Not bad. Not bad. Of course, Fox can undo that in a second also if he just gets something going.
So the run away and then slowly fade in dare or stomp his Falcon is so good when you have a space animal chasing.
Oh,
you.
yeah.
And it's pretty safe, too.
Yeah, he is. Oh,
Nice
teardrop
try.
shine. Misses the back air, though. But for Fox, this is pretty good. Only 33%.
Last stock.
Oh,
Nice
he
read. He
reads
read
the
it.
roll. That could be
Knocks it back.
huge. Gets him with the D again.
Got one more chance.
That was
slide off.
that
saved his
slide off.
life.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Wow, what a side B.
Oh, the
That's
flub.
going to be the way he goes out.
The flub.
Sort
You
of
hate to see it.
unfortunate, almost kind of tragic, but, you know, be that as it may, Peniotis, you know, moving on.
So I'm looking forward to this next one. I love seeing Falco on stream.
Why are you leaving? So you leaving? You have your jacket on.
No, I'm just cold.
Oh. I'm warm.
Warm?
Hot.
Hot? Really?
It's lights.
I guess, yeah, it actually is a little bit.
Are you about to go somewhere?
Huh?
Oh, you're about to walk somewhere.
I want to eat something. That's what I want to do.
If you do get food, you bring back some food.
I probably won't, though. Like, I can't just go get my car. Even if I
Oh,
want
you're going in there.
Oh, is there shit there?
There's like restaurants and food and stuff. I don't know. Figure it out.
We talk to Joe.
I don't know what's over there.
That's the thing. That's not bad. You notice this, by the way? Like the scrolling of this, like.
I actually did notice it.
You actually did? Get us something. What you want?
Edible.
Edible. Okay.
Edible food.
Edible good food.
So this next one's coming up. It's going to be Fox versus Falco.
Really?
El Clasico, in my opinion.
This is basically like what most people consider like the epitome of Melee.
The most exciting. Well, I'll consider the epitome to be Fox Dittos. But
Well,
Fox
you know,
versus
I mean,
Falco-
I said like I mean like without considering like a mirror match,
Yeah.
you know. But most people when they say melee, like Fox Falco comes to mind.
yeah, or Fox Marth.
Yeah. You're right.
But Fox versus Falco, I think is the most fun matchup to watch. They
Yeah,
just
because it's just
destroy
like
each other,
it's just inputs versus inputs.
pressing buttons really fast. I mean, that's why
Yeah.
I like playing melee. I don't know about you. I just want to press buttons really fast.
Yeah, I mean I'm an old man now. I can't press them as fast as I used to. But I've always been like a Marth man. At one point when I don't want to say I can't press them. I just don't practice.
But everyone's got like a secondary space.
Yeah, I
right?
play Falco. You
Yeah.
know, I at one point I was just playing Fox because I was so done with playing Puff. I learned the Fox just so I could play against Puffs and Sheiks. But then when I found out there was like a way for Marth to do those matchups, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna try to get better at those.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just like, don't need to play Fox. He's too hard. It's not even that he's too hard. Honestly, you just need to practice the character.
Well, you can find plenty of that. There's a lot of space animals out there. Which is nice. It's not like a Puff, you know.
But Fox is literally like that philosophy where there's like there is no opponent, there's just you. Like sometimes it feels like if your Fox is moving, you can beat anybody. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter what they do, you beat it.
It's true. I mean, when you choose Fox as your main, you're like basically telling yourself that you have no excuses. You know,
Yeah.
because you are the best character in the game.
Yeah, it's kind of uncontested.
You
Some
don't
people have like they throw out like Marth maybe something like that, but this is considering the stuff you can do. I've noticed this about every Smash game. They all have this one thing in common, and then that's whoever ends up being the best in that game. It's usually because they have more dimensions than anybody else. There's more that they can do in a given situation than anybody else. That's the case with Pikachu in 64. It's the case with Fox in this game. It was damn sure the case with Meta Knight and Brawl. He was like the only character that could do anything.
Yeah.
Like everybody else was so slow, and he's just like doing 3 up airs and like in
He's
a
the
short
only one
hop.
that can combo.
You know what I mean? I was like, what? Yeah, I know. I could hit people more than once. And then of course in Smash 4, like it was Bayonetta, and they all have the same thing in common. It's just that there's just more they can do.
They're fast. They can combo.
Mhm.
They got good aerial mobility, and they got good kill moves.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much everything you need other than a gun.
Yeah, so we kind of like based on that, you can always predict who's going to be like the best in any new like platform fighter-ish thing that pops up now. At least I can, because I can just look and be like, all right, so who can do more? This character? Oh, they're probably the best. But Fox is interesting because I think
Well, Fox and Falco, they both got, I would say, pretty much all the tools, right?
yeah. Well, I think what's interesting about them, maybe compared to the other characters that I mentioned, is that the difficulty level in order to like succeed with those tools seems like more of a challenge. There's like more inputs you have to put in.
Mm-hmm, of
You know.
course. And that's more inputs always means more room for error as well. So
Yeah.
that's sort of a duality of playing Spacies.
Yeah.
Is that
I just noticed that that's Bones. I didn't even recognize him. I think it's because I was looking for glasses.
ooh, nice tech. And Foxes these days are just so good at recovering.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's
I
like,
mean,
It
you
used
have
to be
to
back
mix
in the
things up.
day, it's just like a down smash or a down air and that was it. But now they have all these crazy smash DIs and techs. You
Ooh.
have to edge guard them like 2 or 3 times more than you would in the past.
And Bones is not pussyfooting around. He came to play.
Bones is playing pretty clean today. I've been watching it,
And then,
except for that one.
You know, maybe that's what they call the commentator's curse. I've heard stories, rumors that you could
we-
jinx players
It happened
with
right
the
then.
power of your words. Be that as it may, he just kind of picked back up where he left off, you know.
So what do you think about who wins on FD?
Dude, it's kind of going back and forth forever. I always had like the opinion that like Fox in theory should win, but then like certain people changed my mind over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So now I
Wow, power
honestly
to
just
those
feel like
Smash.
it's even. They just need to do something different. Like if you're Falco, you just need to not drop your combos, and if you're Fox, when you grab them, they need to be dead. I don't know. What about you?
I think that it's a little bit easier for Fox to get into a kill setup
I would say so.
because
To be honest.
grab is like you can't smash DI grabs basically.
Exactly. That's
But-
actually a great point.
But the thing is that if you really smash DI up or smash DI out as Fox when you're getting pillared, the Falco combo is really difficult because you're reacting to all the smash
Woo.
DIs.
Right, so
here's
this situation,
punish.
he should be dead, right?
Yep.
Maybe that's one of the things, the differences. But like at high level, if you see, obviously you see players like Leffen, like when they get you in those situations, you're just dead. Black air is not going to be enough.
He's got to
Surprised
clean
he
it up.
didn't like, go for like a run and shine or something.
Running shine's a really good option for Fox. It's an overshoot and it's pretty safe.
All right. Now Fox can still do this.
Oh, definitely.
Off of one grab.
Right now it's pretty much whoever gets the next opening, I would say.
Ooh, shine at a shield. Not the cleanest though. Ooh. Oh
read the
my
roll
God.
in. Oh, I would like a
double
grab
smash.
there.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, all right,
yeah.
he went for the style.
I respect it.
I do.
So they're both kind of flubbing, playing each other out neutral.
Oof.
Again, the up smash is not optimal, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about a lot of people use the word optimal. It became a buzzword at one point, almost like a meme because of hacks. But it's true. A lot of times when people see an opportunity to hit somebody, they just want to hit them without thinking about the best thing to do. But that's going to do it.
Combo that's lasted 20 years, dash attack to up smash.
Yeah, it's
Fox's
passed
favorite
down
tool.
from the ancient scribes of 2002. And it's still with us.
So is this best of 5 or best of 3?
I don't. We're going to find out depending on if somebody banned something.
So where do you? So if you're Falco and you lose, where do you like to go?
I'm going back because I'm salty. But that's just me being a salty player.
Okay.
Because you
It was
said
tight. It was really tight.
But I like this Battlefield, Just
I like Battlefield a
just
lot.
play neutral,
It makes the text like on the edge guards a lot harder too. Can't ride the wall. Plus Falco's full hop is just perfect for this stage because it gets you right to the top platform.
He definitely read the side B, but couldn't get the position in time. Oh no!
Another SD.
Flub
from
City.
Bones.
Dang, Bones is having a bit of an unfortunate trial in this set with these SDs.
Nice lasers. Love that. That's such a clean edge guard. You
Yeah,
got to
that-
be able to do that when you're Falco.
That's the stuff you were talking about. You have to be able to do that, as you said, against Foxes nowadays, or they're going to do this to you. Oh my God! Is this guy going in highlight reel or what?
Oh, that jab?
I think he might.
Down smash? Yep. I would have missed that too.
Yeah, I definitely was thinking down smash. But
So if I'm Bones here, I'm not losing a lot of confidence because, again, I SD'd last game, and I pretty much brought it to last hit. I SD'd this game, and I'm down again.
oh, I don't think he's lost any confidence. If anything, that was a very confident forward smash. He's all over him.
Oh, the daft. Very clean.
He basically
that was a 0 to death.
Wow, dude, that was like some all-state stand accident forgiveness right there. It just completely erased the SD. It's like basically an even game.
Accident forgiveness. I like that a lot.
Oh my God! All right, so he's OD.
He's following this up with this up B now.
What was that? What was that?
Wow, he's reacting to everything.
All right, he's got what my friend the Moon calls bird vision. Luna. He goes by the Luna now, but like when you're just playing so well, it's just like you get him in that Hawkeye and they cannot escape.
Oh my goodness, that was that sick back air. He was DIing in the entire time and followed up with an easy down air.
All right, he's remembered that Falco has pretty good
That's what I'm
buttons.
talking about, man. When you're playing Falco and playing against Fox, the combos are just so much fun.
Oh, I knew he was good. You ever
I
just
felt
wish
that too.
they could hand you the controller for that split second?
I felt that roll in too.
Yeah, dude. It's just
You
something
play,
that
you play a little
happens,
bit of Falco, so you gotta
yeah,
know.
yeah. I had the bird vision, dude. I was like, target locked.
Suicide?
Suicide.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Suicide Bear,
Yeah.
not even giving him. He refused to allow him to lick both of his boots. He's like, you only get one boot.
Everyone,
Taste this.
I love calling out what the players do, you know?
Mhm.
It feels good. It's like, I would have done that.
Yeah. Or I would have got hit by that. Sometimes you got to be honest, where like you have the same read as a player, but it's a mistake. You're like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
he
like
got
that
me.
like the down smash on the edge earlier, we were both thinking
Oh
about.
yeah. I was like, okay, he got me too. He got away. He did.
So now it's Fox's counter pick. Where would you go?
Bones?
No, Bones just won, so.
Oh, you're used to it?
But isn't there a Wawa just like a block up from here? Yeah, there's a Wawa block up. Yeah, like it's like a 3-minute walk.
Oh, are you going to walk?
How far away is it?
Put it in your phone, dude.
Which one do you want, by the way?
That one. Wait. Yeah, this one. Yeah, but like, just leave it right here. Dang,
Yeah, we're back.
Yoshi's.
So yeah, so when
This
I
makes
think
sense.
so you know how like everyone thinks that Yoshi's is like Falco's best stage, you know?
You think the opposite?
It really depends on the style of Falco that you play. So it seems that like if you shoot a lot of lasers, it's typically hard to play on Yoshi's because the space is so small and Fox is so fast.
Yeah. I just know that like Bones is really comfortable with the stage, so I'm a little surprised, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much data he has on Bones. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm
he's
not
doing
sure.
pretty well so far. He's be able to return from this.
I thought he was gonna go deep sea dive.
One more option. There it is.
Oh, he thought.
Randall's back. Let's see some Randall shenanigans.
I love when people play off the cloud like that, you know. But
So Bones looks really comfortable. He has no
Ooh.
SD so far.
yeah, it's like when he's not SDing, it's just like not close.
Just totally overwhelming.
Jeez.
All those lasers.
Sheesh! Oh my God!
Dang, those lasers were dirty.
That was insanity, dude. Bones looking like a man possessed right now.
He's playing so fast.
Yeah, he's honestly making Falco look faster than Fox, which is like not the case.
I like that little moonwalk though. So Fox is looking a little stuck right now, and when you're playing against a Falco this fast, I can't blame you. But there are a lot of things you can do better against Falco's pressure when you're Fox, or just any character in general. Is like with the lasers especially, is that he was just shielding the lasers and sort of getting stuck.
Right.
But what I've been training a lot myself is that when I get hit with the lasers, I try to mix up my options. So like you can shield, but don't. The biggest thing is to not sit and shield, because that's where Falco really wants you. Because if you just eat the laser and then they approach you with like a safe dare, then your shield's gonna dwindle down and you might get like shield poked or something like that, and then you're just in like Falco's world.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if he hits you with a laser, what you really want to practice is like hitting like as soon as the laser hits you, you just want to like smash the dash back, or like if you want to shield it, you have a lot of options where like especially as Fox, since your full hop is so good, you can shield it and then immediately full hop, and if they approach, they'll just immediately get punished. Or you can just shield and then you have an option of wave dashing in and wave dashing out and then going back and shield. If you wave dash out, you're just in a safe situation where they have to overshoot if they want to hit you. But if you wave dash in and you call in their approach, their aerial may not be safe, and then you can shield grab it or like shine out a shield, some kind of thing like that. But the biggest thing is to not eat the laser and then hold the shield, because that's when you get stuck and Falco will just put you in the blender and destroy you.
Honestly, he was getting that work, man. And that third game.
Yeah, hopefully he sees that and notices next time, because he was definitely getting stuck a lot on Yoshi's, where he was eating a laser and then getting punished after that. Not because he shielded it, but because he was held his shield, and then like ate the approach from Falco.
Yeah, it actually seemed to me like the confined space worked against him. You know what I mean? Like it looked like it seemed like he picked Yoshi's because he wanted to like cage the bird, but he ended up being like the caged beast.
Yeah. So if I were the Fox, I would have preferred going to Pokemon, just because, you know, the ceiling's a little bit lower. And you know, Falco's not really going to kill you off the top as often as you're going to kill him off the top.
Right. That's
And
actually what I was expecting. Like
Yeah.
when I went to Yoshi's, I was like, maybe.
And you know, it has sort of that long feel where you can dash dance and play out the space a little bit more.
Yeah.
Some of Falco's combos don't work so well because he doesn't have a top platform. So the shine combos, if you DI into the middle, he may not be able to follow it up very well.
Oh, is this the match? Oh, this is the match. We got Panos versus Stango, and what an explosive start. Wow, he's just dead.
So Stango's the Philly legend.
Yeah, formerly, you know, the number one in Philly, and then moved to Delaware, and was just like, you know, the coronation just kind of auto-made number one in Delaware. And I think he's still number one in Delaware, even though he's like way less active because he works a lot. You know, we call him Best Buy Nick because he's just always at Best Buy.
I'm sure he'd still be number one on Philly's PR if you were.
I mean, that's what he's here to try to prove, right?
Yeah.
You know?
I remember he took Mango to Game 5, I think, last year. So
I think it was the year before that at Genesis.
Was that Evo or Genesis?
It was a Genesis.
Genesis, yeah.
It was Genesis 2018, I think. That was when, like, most people saw him for the first time.
He's at 80% right now. There's no way the Falcon can recover from this. Yep.
All right, so the good news for Stango is he's at the sacred percent. Oh, that's gone.
Oh, you got to hit those knees.
Yeah, I was actually
those are
thinking, like,
guaranteed.
that's death, but, you know.
Not-
Good job to Nick Stango, recognizing that, like, just the generic up tilt wasn't going to work there. So he goes for the quick up air to up tilt.
Everyone said, I've been told that Stango has the best dash dances you'll ever see.
Oh, that's what they say. The thing about this matchup that's, like, it's hard to do. It's like you have to have a certain level of discipline that you're not used to having as Marth.
Do you like it? Do you like playing against Falcon?
I went through every phase. I liked it. I hated it. And now I just don't care. I have no emotions towards it whatsoever. It's literally like the Sherlock Holmes. Just must it register on an emotional level. I just think about the steps.
He's just so much, like, the way you play him is so different compared to the other fast fallers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, when you're Marth,
Oh, you're dead.
you love
Stomp
playing
me the
against
which time of this
Falco.
game. Because when you get stomped by like Falcon or Ganon, you're just floating forever.
That's it.
I would not be surprised to see Stango bring this back, though.
Yeah, I feel it coming too.
It's really just about the tech chasing at like lower to
low
mid
percents,
percents.
yep.
And, a lot of
He goes
times,
for a
like
read.
when the Falcon's like below 70, I just treat it like it's like I'm playing a Sheik. You know, I try to do simple tech chases. I try to get these like guaranteed follow-ups. I don't overextend that much. Play really safe.
So you don't like to up throw Falcon at low percent and up tilt? You'd rather do the.
Well, the thing about it is because of Falcon's weight, so a lot of people don't know this, but like the throws aren't the same in this game. And if you play like later games like Ultimate, you throw everybody basically the same, like no matter what their weight. But the weights actually affect like how long you're stuck, like how much cooldown you have before you can move. So there's like a small percent window where you can actually do like up throw stuff to Falcon the same way you do against Falco and Fox, who are lighter. So, oh wow, that was crisp.
That was cool.
So honestly, a lot of times, like with that in mind, I just try to play, for lack of a better word, like lame. Try to frustrate him, you know, tech chase him all over the place.
So you're more into the back throw tech chase? Down
Yeah,
throw, tech
I
chase,
literally
yeah.
just do the down throw, back throw, forward throw. Like I mix up down throw and back throw sometimes to throw him off, you know. But
Yeah, I get trouble with that when I play fast followers against Marth too. Because
speaking of tech chases,
his throws are so fast. Oh, good mash.
yeah,
Oh, we got a lot of big
Penny's is like ultra focused, dude. He's like looking like Adderall levels of focus. You saw there, he did like an up throw, and then like the up throw, like the up tilt came out after he'd already jumped away,
Oh,
and that's bad.
the Marth killer.
He's still gonna
There
get
it
lead,
is.
and he's living, but
One
like
more,
I don't think he's
one
gonna be
more
able to make it
chance.
back to the stage.
Yep.
Nope. Not like the super bad 0 to death as it like the first game, but you know, not what you want. Also, Interesting counter pick.
Wow, his reactions are so fast.
I don't know if he's been. Yeah, he's just trading knees at the ledge here. And this literally happened to me earlier. Like when I played a friendly against this one Falcon, they need me. I was like 40, and I'm like, well, I died.
You're dead. Yep.
Oh, with a no impact landing. Impressive. Does not get the second forward air out to extend that combo, but things are looking grim for Stango, and Panties is trying to show him, hey, you're not the king around here anymore.
He's just not punishing as hard as Falcon's punishing.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like they have the same amount of neutral openings, but Falcon's punishes are doing way more right now.
yeah, I agree. Like you're seeing like occasionally Stango wins neutral, but it's not having the same devastating effect on the way things are going.
But
Like
I feel
when-
like Marth should win neutral, right? Because he's got that big sword.
Yeah, in theory, but
That's
like
what they
Falcon
say.
he is a fast character. You know what I mean?
The fastest.
And it does seem like he's just designed to punish Marth. Like everything about Marth's weight and how he falls and everything, he just kind of falls in the combo. Like he's just designed to be like nared into like up air need or something, you know? So you got to be really careful in this matchup. Yeah, and just right there, he was going forward with a forward air, not realizing that Falcon was going to recover and be able to knee him. It's the little things. The little
my
things that go a
goodness.
long way.
Woo!
Oh, okay.
my God.
And Panos is looking really prepared for this matchup.
Yeah, this Falcon's clearly very seasoned in playing against Marth. I saw him like crouch canceling a bunch of the down tilts in the
Yeah,
approaching fairs.
I remember like a long time ago playing Panos when he was like bad against Marth, and just like not as good overall. And like things have changed, you know, times have changed. All right, so now we have the FD pick. Interesting pick.
The Marth Kingdom. What a grab. So the neutral is just completely different on the stage. He has no jump.
All right, so there, as you saw, like instead of going for an up tilt that would have missed, he followed his jump out and hit him with an up air. And that can make things like really bad for Falcon. If you can keep him in the air, you know, then he turns into just a regular fast faller, right?
Yep. Well, with an even worse recovery.
Well, yeah, so he's actually just worse than Fox, and I
Down
mean, he
tilt,
is worse than Fox and Falco, I think. But, you know.
So Stango just won like a handful of neutral interactions and then took the stock.
I mean, maybe he was just gathering the data he needs.
Top
He
player
does seem to be
mentality.
playing a little safer, you know, keeping his cards a little close to the chest. And what the?
Knee.
Okay, just in time for the down throw knee, the classic.
The knee is, I would say, the great equalizer, in my opinion. You know, he can eat his shine and just die and get gimped. But when you have a knee, you always have a chance.
Ooh. That's actually really hard. And he could
that
be
up throw
dead.
Up air.
Well, yeah, getting that up air at that percent is really difficult.
Wow.
Why not grab the ledge? Maybe it's the red color. He's trying to play like Ken, you know?
Trying to play like Ken.
Yeah, just, you know, before it smash the ledge, don't grab it.
That was a really good sweet spot, though.
All right,
That's
that's
pretty much it.
It does feel like Marth has to do more to get the KOs, right? Like average, like Marth's dying at like 90%, 80, and then Falcon's like 170. You know?
Unless you're getting tippers, you got to do a lot of work.
Yeah, you do. Dying at like 90%.
Yeah, of course, he got a little greedy there
And
with
then
the pummel,
Falcon's
I
like
think.
170. You
0%.
know?
Unless you're getting tippers.
Ooh, the knee just sends him so far. It's so strong.
Good tech chase.
All right. There's
Okay.
the magic percent where the
Okay.
up tilt works. And he gets the up air. And this is when it gets really bad. Okay, he tried to put something flavorful on it. I would have just got a forward air. But, you know.
Good fastball to ledge.
All right,
And
he's
that
dead.
might be it. Yep.
All right, so this is like the most comfortable Stango's looked in this set. But Falcon can turn this around in a heartbeat.
It's also FD.
True.
So makes sense why he's comfortable.
Ooh. Yeah, this is probably quite literally a comfortability pick.
Oh, the wave dash back caught him on the reaching, too. Caught him reaching for that grab.
Ooh.
The simplest down tilts in the world. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, definitely get him with the for the watch over and over again. There it is again, for the watch. Oh, wow,
Oh,
the trunk
good
side
neutral B,
B,
I like that.
neutral B.
That's going to be
Yeah,
it.
that's game. All right, Stango on the scoreboard, 2-1. And what I find interesting is, like, are they using modified DSR or DSR for this tournament? I'm not sure. But depending on which one, this could make the next couple of stage picks very interesting. Because
just
in
go to
theory, he
Dreamland,
can't
right?
go
Oh,
back
no.
to the stages that he won on, right?
Did they win on Dreamland already? Did Falcon win on Dreamland already?
Yes,
Okay.
Dreamland was the second stage.
Okay.
So, like, maybe, like, that was some kind of, like, a long...
Oh, the
whoa,
chain grab.
okay. Maybe that was some kind of, like, a long mind game. Maybe.
I like Pokemon a lot when you're Falcon. I think it gives you the room and a little bit of wonkiness from the transformations, too, which Falcon's not terrible on.
Ooh.
Oh, I think he had a chance for a knee there, right?
Yeah, and he missed this opportunity.
But keeps it, still cleans up the stock. Now he has a stock up lead.
I would have went for the Thundercats, just saying, dude.
Thundercats.
Probably would have missed, but I would have did it.
He has no jump right now. Yep.
Oh, wow, it just reads the nothing.
Oh, I like that a lot.
all right, you know something.
Don't
But
even
even
give him
then,
a
you could
chance up,
see he
dude.
was like 180 when he died. So much work, dude. Uh-oh.
That was a nutty grab.
That was actually the most crisp follow-up I've seen from a Nair in like 20 years. Oh, that tipper was clean. He's dead.
Ooh. He ate the
Stango's
jump,
come
too.
alive.
Is this a download? What do you think?
Maybe so. This could be a download complete.
Oh. It's going to be big damage.
Oh, he's getting sliced up.
I
He's
love that
serving
blade.
these cold
Oh.
cuts. Take a number.
That's a
Rather
slice
than that,
right
take
there,
a
dude.
stock. Another one.
That's a slice.
Yeah, that was
a lot of aerials right there.
that was. Oh,
Oh.
wow. You know what? He's like, this is getting too far. I wanna make it a little closer. But honestly, like considering the momentum of this game, I don't think he's that worried because it's pretty clear. Wait, Petio's kind of trying to swing the momentum back, trying to get something started. There's
That was the fastest turnaround up air I've seen in a
yeah.
while.
This guy's got notches or something like in his controller. Pivot notches? Is that a thing? I don't know.
That's up air, up air. Oh,
Okay.
up air knee.
We'll take it.
All right, it's not out. He's not out of this.
Yeah, this is Falcon, the captain speaking. But right now, Stango's trying to say, listen to me.
Yeah, the follow-up's on grab a little bit
I'm
more
the
difficult
captain
now.
now. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a
Oh.
minute.
Oh, my God, that was a scary situation. Uh-oh. Is that going to
Oh, my
be it?
God, dude.
Peneus taking it over Stango.
What a comeback.
Wow.
If you got a knee, you got a dream.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, get up, dude. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Archangel, what the heck was that?
Wow. That was called the, like, I don't want to win today. But,
I got some inside info for you, actually.
yeah.
Stango has been claiming all day long that FD is Marth's strongest stage versus Falcon.
I mean, he won, but
I know, I'm not convinced either. So his argument is that, oh, I forgot. Hello, stream. Snacks here, alongside my good buddy Archangel popping on the mic. Yeah, crazy upset. I don't know if Panos has ever beaten Stango before.
no, I don't think so.
Back to what I was saying. So Stango believes that Marth has a difficult time punishing Falcon on the platforms with all the new slide-off tech and such.
Slide off
That's
tech
been
has
something-
definitely changed the game again.
But he thinks that Falcon has much stronger
counter platform like slide-off tech. Namely, when you do that jump forward and then you do the jump back here on the smuggers, as I know it. You can play the smug sandwich. Yeah, even if you slide off that, you can't counterattack off it, and Falcon can often get beat. So it becomes a 50-50 whether or not Marth slides off it. Whereas Stango's saying, like, Marth has to really commit hard in order to get Falcon on the slide off. Coming up next, we have what was one of the hypest sets of the UD Tournament 2017. Was it? It went down to the last stock.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
It was crazy. And this is Bones versus SluG.
Almost like 2 different eras of Philly Melee.
Yeah,
They-
we're
I mean,
living
there's
in
a
like the
big
SluG
crossover.
era, right?
Yeah, it's definitely the SluG era right now. I think he's atop a lot of the leaderboards. Been taking names without wobbling recently.
Yeah, which is very impressive.
Yep, and he's always been a smart player. So we'll see exactly what he can do versus Bones. Now, Bones has been known to take somewhat, I don't want to say extreme, like very pointed game plans and matchups, especially ones that are a little funny like this.
Yeah, he's also been known to like get wobbled.
That's true. And one of the ways that that can happen is if you hit both of them and then you don't delay your L cancel. You know, you're not used to hitting both of them.
Yeah, definitely takes some getting used to. But he's coming in hot. Is he going to out B? He will. He will also miss.
The secret buff of Nana is that she doesn't have a magnifying glass.
Oh, wow.
Never
That
thought
just
of that,
looked-
right?
Oh,
Yep,
that's
another
going to be another stock?
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
You could just do the ASDI down and away. If you're, I mean, it's easier said than done because in the moment you have to react pretty quickly and you don't know what
Yeah.
they're going to do. But the way to get out of that is to ASDI down and away, and then
Yeah,
roll
but
away or jump or something.
I just sort of think the moment that like he went for that option, I was like, well, he's about to get grabbed
Yes, yeah, we all know it.
in a couple seconds. It's interesting, like how you can sometimes, unless he of course did the DI that you were talking about,
Yeah.
but I just didn't feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bones is surprised as I am that Nana was able to make it back. Knowing Bones, I'm surprised he's not actually playing this matchup a little bit slower. I've known him to occasionally, like, he'll play pretty slow, and then there'll be a burst of action, and then he'll back away again.
Yeah, I mean, so far today he's been kind of going turbo.
Really?
Like he had like a close set with a Fox earlier. I think game 3 he just like hit the button, and he just has had the button pressed the rest of this tournament. It seems
I see.
like.
Think it's been working out for him?
In some matches, yes. Right now, no. For basically the reasons that you kind of touched on.
Yeah.
You know, I think that style of you know, playing passive and then having bursts of action when the time is right is much more effective, especially in this matchup against this type of player.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure Bones will turn that mode back on gradually throughout the match. You can see he's kind of like hitting it already. This is not a matchup where you want to play a 50-50 mix-up as Falco. And the good 50s, you get a small string of hits, and the bad 50 is you die. That's just not a winning formula.
Yeah, that's a how to go to losers bracket 101. All right, now these back airs are kind of working for him. And wow,
Oh, wow.
smartest girl on the planet, graduated Harvard at age 14,
You know,
is Nana.
I thought SluG did a pretty good job of working around Bones, threatening to come down with Popo to help her get back and maybe score a hit. But sometimes Nana just fails you. You know what I mean? There's nothing
Yeah,
you
it's
could've done about
unfortunate.
that.
And that was a pretty high up air dodge. I don't know if he expected Bones to commit to something. Wow, did he just jump into his loving arms?
I found that for ice climbers, or for especially Sopo to make it back to the stage, you have to kind of like hit a very difficult read. So he just went for a particular one. I think Bones has been doing some pretty high back airs, right? So
Yeah, it makes sense.
big fan of a dash away laser grab just outside of the wave dash distance of Ices.
This could be trouble. A side beat for his life.
Only 2% on Popo, but I'm pretty sure Nana has a little more damage than that if I've been keeping track right.
Oh.
Dangerous. Gets the get up attack.
That might be the best no tech I've seen all day. Oh, and now it's you know, Falco versus essentially like a low tier character.
Yep. Although I have to say, of the local ice climbers that I've played, I think SluG was one of the first to develop early strong
Woo!
Sopo. That said, doesn't matter how strong your Sopo is, you can combat across the stage with a down
I mean,
air, right?
you know the drill, right? The down air coming through.
That was okay.
That was like a 4 out of 10. It's not even okay. It was just above terrible.
So SluG played poised enough in spots where Bones hung himself, but I'm sure SluG's looking for opportunities between matches. He's trying to examine weaknesses of Bones where he can go in and get a strong punish that he creates himself. Because really, 3 of those stocks were somewhat reliant on Bones being slow or finding himself in a bad position, which you don't get all the time. And SluG is one of those players that will, through positional advantage and conditioning, be able to eventually find himself the grab or the strong smash attack. How's that ruffle, Archangel? He did the slow mic lift. I was about to throw it to him. He did the slow mic lift like I'm going to eat a chip, and he took forever, and I had to keep explaining.
Dude, you were doing so good.
Thanks, man.
You can always rely on Johnny, dude.
FD, yeah, Bones was escaping the platforms, and not having the ability to escape to them is a big difference. You can see that even now he's trying to jump above ices when he finds himself in a dangerous spot. SluG's already read that with an up air, showing that he's fully cognizant of how Bones wants to escape.
Ooh, ooh, that's it.
Little handoff action.
Took my breath away with that
I
grab.
hope he does down throw. I love when they do down throw on the edge because they bounce on nothing. Oh, he did. Okay. It's funny.
Yeah. This must be like best of 5 territory. I don't know where we are in bracket.
I think this is probably the second half of semis, right?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the other one, the Stango versus Panos, I believe, was also semis.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I was thinking that was like, quarters or something.
Yeah. Almost scores the up air. SluG able to
That's a
avoid
Fox. He just waited up smashed. Like, you're not Fox. You have a tail feather, dude. Well, I don't think I've ever seen a Falco like up smash in that situation. That just threw my whole brain off. Oh, he's playing a very dangerous game.
And you know what? SluG waited for the spot dodge, but I think just
That's
didn't
that.
quite trust waiting for something. Maybe he was expecting roll or whatever, but when you see a good player stand menacingly in front of someone and not do anything, they're looking for a panic option that they can punish. SluG got it, but spot dodge is a little faster than the other ones, and I wonder if he wasn't super prepared for that, wasn't primed.
You know what's interesting about what Bones is doing, and it's currently not working, at least in this game, but I've noticed he's putting himself in dangerous positions to sort of try to bait out easy wobble setups. I'm starting to notice that. Like he's lasering like super close and then jumping or shining at the perfect time when he thinks that SluG's going to try to grab him. By the way, shout out to Chem.
I guess that's more or less what you have to do versus a really savvy ice climbers like SluG, right?
Right. I mean, there's no platforms. He can't really play the Falco game. You know what I mean? Use his full hop. Wow, that's another wobble.
Yeah, he guessed correctly on the down throw from Nana.
Mm-hmm. I remember when he used to wobble super long, but now he just knows the percent so well. Wow, dude. Okay, he went for 3 in a row. Go for one more. Connect 4. One of my favorite games of all time. He's connecting 4. I can't believe he actually connected 4. Oh.
Unfortunately, a big
Wait a
punish,
minute.
and SluG knows his punish game stuff
okay.
with Sopo, like I was saying. That's already a big chunk of damage.
Yeah, if you're SluG, you're taking that all the way to the bank.
You know what I'm sure is Bones, though? He feels like he's been dying primarily to wobbling, which is not something we've seen from SluG, in recent months or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's bringing it back out for that reason.
But if you're falling mostly to the wobble, a little bit of damage from Sopo doesn't feel so bad anymore.
Yeah, old double back air is probably going to do it.
Yep.
Just catches him trying to escape.
Guess that damage did matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, something you don't see from a lot of ICs that I think are lacking as they're approaching like the mid-high level or whatever is they don't overshoot as readily as that.
Yes.
Because people try to run away from ICs a lot. Once you feel like you can't run away anymore, what are you gonna do? It becomes a mix-up and one that's usually in your favor. So sort of an overshot back air.
Yoshi's.
No little shine grab there. I'm a big fan of Falco shine grab forward throw. Just gets an up air for his troubles off the nano throw. Bones working his way back on stage with some lasers. He's very tricky as to where he's going to land using the platforms quite well.
Misses the jump shine on Nana. I was getting flashbacks to like Apex 2010 PPMD versus Wobbles for a second there. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Double down smash will do it.
Yeah, 2 hits of down smash. Probably still holding down, judging from the tech in place in the spot dodge. Yeah, not quite able to get the regrab there.
I was nervous for him.
Yep. KO on Nana, and Popo's all but ready to go, trying to avoid any damage as Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of double lasers to come back on the stage. Looks like
Yeah.
SluG was ready that time for a high laser.
Yeah, he's caught on to how unsafe he's getting back on stage. Gets a grab.
Yeah, reads the tech in, doesn't get it. You definitely have to go for those types of reads with Sopo if you want to get big damage.
I mean, when you're right, you get a lot off of it. When you're wrong, it's like, I'm Sopo.
At that point, it's bonus points, though, once you lose Nana. Crouch cancel down smash. Actually a really strong tool for ICs if it doesn't get talked about enough. They're light, so it doesn't work as long, but their down smash is just so good. And it's almost like if you crouch and... Oh, not a KO, okay. If you crouch as ICs, sometimes they'll still only hit one of the ICs, and the other one will be able to down smash even if crouch cancel's broken.
Jab forward smash. How about that? I mean, at the very least, Bones has managed to shrink the percent lead that existed between the two of them. Oh, gets the double shot out the top. We've got a Sopo match now. And about what I said earlier, like, the thing is, you do have to respect Sopo. And I think a lot of people eat unnecessary well, not in this case.
Nice little read. He gets the weak back air, just pushes off the ice climbers a little bit farther, ends up getting the read on the drop to ledge.
Bones is actually red hot right now. He's kind of on fire.
Looks like he kind of stepped on the gas a little bit again, like
Woo!
we were saying before. Yeah, laser
He
forward
got
smash.
kicked.
Definitely got kicked. The roundhouse.
That was actually the last like 30 seconds of that game. Just looked like SluG didn't belong on the same stage, dude. He just, I don't know what happened, dude. He just hit the jets.
So I know we don't have the set count currently on the stream. Bones is up. Wait, he's up 2-0, yeah? Yeah, Bones is up 2-1.
Yes.
Pardon me. 2-1 going into game 4 here. I'm going to try to keep track for you throughout these sets.
And it appears like SluG is about to be up in terms of stocks 4-3 in a second.
I mean, the long flat stage has just, it worked for SluG last time, and here we are again, starting off strong with a wobble in Pokemon Stadium.
Whoa, what a bash. But just a couple pixels away from getting re-grabbed. That could have been deadly. All right, does the smart thing getting rid of Nana, but again, you do have to respect this character. Obviously not particularly great, but what I was going to say in the previous game is I've seen people eat unnecessary 40, 50, 60, even like lose stocks because they just don't respect the character.
Yes. So this character I feel like can be very nearly invalidated, but you have to respect it. It's not like you can just run it and do whatever.
Right.
For sure.
It's kind of like running into that like one Nest player in bracket. You know what I mean? You're like, well, this guy is really committed to playing this character, which means they're either really bad or they're like the best Nest on the planet, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I get down to Sopo. Okay, he managed to get out of that regrab there. That could have been very unhealthy for the bird. Gets a shot off the top though on Nana, and the strat is working so far.
Yeah, threatens a back air on the platform and decides not to come down. Does laser grab instead. Excellent mix-up from Bones. A little bit of like almost the equivalent of stagger pressure if you play traditional fighters. Using the platform to stay safe all the while too.
Yeah, and of course, if you're Bones, you really want to build sort of a working margin here. Because you've now reached the point where, well, I mean, I don't want to say this because he's a bird, but you never want to, count your eggs before they hatch.
Yeah.
But this is a set point, if you're Bones, and he had a chance to build like a, oh, and if anything, it looks like the tables have suddenly turned.
Yeah, you're not kidding. It's funny because he's doing such a great job, and that's just, sometimes you kind of get those compound mistakes, right? You make one mistake, and you're like, okay, we can be okay, but a couple mistakes in a row is all it takes to lose the lead.
Yeah, it's like a snowball effect, right? Just kind of, when it rains, it pours.
Oh, yeah. And SluG looks keen to take game 4, tying it up 2 games apiece.
But not if Bones' gun has anything to say about it.
Yep, trying to lunge in there.
That's going to probably be it.
And we are going to go to game 5. SluG started lunging forward, and it seems like when he's had success on these long stages, it's because Bones can't play. He's
Wait
alive.
a minute.
No,
I don't know if the
he didn't take the ledge?
Yeah, I don't know if the change put some pressure on him, but he gets it with the up air, and game 5, here we come.
Yeah, going to game 5. It looks like when Bones doesn't have those platforms to like mix up whether or not he's going to come down, SluG is able to play a game where he either overshoots or goes for like a lunge and grab or a defensive play. So I bet you that wherever we go next, SluG will be trying to play in a position that minimizes the impact of Bones' platform mix-up play. And you can see that Bones goes immediately to the side platform so that he can play that game. He shoots the laser, says, you have to come play that game with me. So pretty interesting how he's willing to give up a little bit of center stage to get what he considers to be a different type of advantage right under a platform.
Wow. And Bones came out swinging. Nana already gone.
Yeah, you can see once again what he does is he feels uncomfortable, just jumps to the top platform.
I like the little breather he took up there.
Yeah, definitely grabbable. The early aerial.
Ooh.
Sneaks in and grabs the ledge. Up a full stock in game 5.
Yeah, I might have been tempted to go for like a stupid back air there or something, but you know, why take the risk?
Bones really wants him to start trying to commit to some of these up airs. You can see that he's going up to the top platform and sitting there. The idea being, you can do the shack up air, short hop auto cancel up airs as ice climbers, and they're relatively safe. But if Falco can get you to like really in the rhythm of doing them, he can sort of sneak underneath and get some pressure. You can see that's sort of what he goes for there. Tries to punish an up air.
This time, Bones looks like he's really intent on extending this lead.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's partially due to the stage. When he was on Yoshi's, he was really putting the pedal to the metal. But here on Dreamland, more than willing to slowly tack on the percent.
Return to center. You got a good crowd here.
We definitely have a good crowd. Philly's always fun. Yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of fade back aerials. So
Yeah.
Bones is playing in a range that will catch the end of Sopo's wave dash with an aerial. And if Sopo does not wave dash in, he's still totally fine. So it's basically either get a free hit or nothing happens. And he did it once again there, playing even closer than usual.
Nice patience there. One more. Forward smash, and that's going to do it.
Yep. Try to mix up to the ledge. Unfortunately, Sopo just does not have a real recovery mix-up.
He's really playing the ground as lava right now.
Oh, I like the choice. Yeah, I bet he wanted to hit a little harder with that back air than get a down air or otherwise. It doesn't work out. Oh, wow. Waits underneath and gets the up tilt in order to beat down air.
Yeah, and
Controlling
right now,
from stage.
SluG is, he's kind of getting the business.
Yeah, game 5 not looking so hot for SluG, but there's always an X factor for ice climbers, right?
Yeah, and we've seen him make these kind of comebacks before.
In this exact player matchup too, right?
Yes.
So,
So if you're Bones, I have to say I disagree with what he just did.
what a jab reset.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Sopo, he was probably trying to do the forward tilt. Excuse me. Unfortunately, Nana actually whacks him away instead of getting the wobble. Yeah, it's not looking good anymore. Wow, actually snipes Nana with the laser.
Yeah, and this is like not quite, you know, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to say it's unwinnable.
It's over.
I will just say that the odds of him winning are like 0.00000000000. It's just zero. It's just zero.
A relatively back and forth set, not in a like each game sense, but you know, one player
Definitely the
wins,
momentum
then the other one
shifted
wins.
during that set, right?
And really, it just seems like if there was one more long flat stage to play on, SluG might ended up winning because that was really the difference, I think.
I think so. Sometimes I think the power of triplats, they can really benefit particular characters in particular matchup, particular players too.
Well, in particular, Falco was a full hop that can get to the top platform. That's very rare. A lot of characters will have to double jump up there, but because his full hop goes so high and he can do a short hop and then double jump to platforms, just the way that his jumps work, the platforms are a huge escape route or delay option for him, right? It just makes such a huge impact. Meanwhile, the ice climbers cannot really effectively use the platforms at all. Matchup that I've played a lot in the past 3 or 4 days, Marth versus Fox against Nagy in particular. We have Professor Peen versus Nagy up next.
So you not only have insight into this match, you also have experience from the Fox side
against Nagy.
against one of these particular players.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I played Professor Peen. We'll see exactly what his Fox likes to do. Nagy is one of those Marths I can say that a lot of times when you expect him to dash back and a Fox would chase, like, you know, you get a hit and then you see that they're going to dash back and you do an overshoot, he will just hit you instead. He is not afraid to use the I'm just going to hit you part of the neutral game. And you know who's just getting hit right now is Nagy. Professor Peen off to a pretty fast start.
Yeah, he's looking like he's well schooled in this matchup, and he is ready to educate people in exactly what to do against Marth here.
And you can see Nagy was trying to slowly work his way out of the corner. Gets put on his back foot by Professor Peen when he does that nair. Ends up getting the stock.
Wow.
Well, that's not what you want to see. Does that fair? Yep.
Yeah, and all that from like a super overshot fast fell nair that I'm sure was not intentional.
No, definitely not. At least not the placement.
Yeah, definitely not. That was an ultra fast turnaround regrab.
Yeah, she's trying to do the mechanical coverage. You can down tilt like Tekken pace, roll back, and then turn around. Pretty tough though. A lot of Marths will just opt to do a
I've started
tech chase.
trying to like, yeah, exactly,
So
just
they
doing the tech chase.
They just forgo the nair. And you can see that he does it there. So it looks like sometimes he picks one, sometimes the other. Probably when he has a soft read on like a Tekken place or something, he does the down tilt. I like the overshot nair. Actually, shields poke Marth. Does not have the strongest shield, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think Marth might have like one of the worst shields of the better characters.
Oh, for sure.
Oof.
Wow, looks like he up smashed a grab or aerial or something.
Yeah, I think he was throwing out a grab, and he just gets kicked in his princely rings.
Yep, tipper.
Yeah,
Nagy
that was a
lines
mean.
it up. Yeah, you'll see a lot of Marth, what separates like a mid-level from a high-level Marth or whatever it is. The next step for a lot of them is hitting the tipper instead of the weak hit, because you actually kind of have to time it well and be careful with your spacing in order to get it.
I like that impact into up tilt. You know, kind of reacting instead of just throwing out whatever he can do. I was talking with my previous co-caster about like some players, like they don't have the understanding of what optimal means. They just try to get whatever hit they can get.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. They're willing to take any hit in neutral over a really meaningful one.
Exactly.
In a disproportionate way, right?
And it's, again, one of those,
Ooh,
wow, that was a
slice.
mean tipper. Is he getting another one?
No, he goes...
Oh, okay. He just ends it. He just ends it. He's not interested in playing this game anymore.
So you saying, is he going to get another one, is exactly what Professor Peen was thinking. That's why he DI'd in and allowed Nagy to get the combo. Pretty smart for him getting fair forward tilt to knock him off stage and closing the edge guard out. Seems to be pretty keen on what Foxes like to do, and then punish him for it.
Here's the tech chases. Oh, the double down tilt. Getting sliced up.
I've had a lot of trouble getting out from the corner against Nagy because he will just...
Ooh.
He's one of those Marths that's not afraid to go and get you, whether it be... Wow.
Yeah, I've
whether it
noticed
be like
that.
a run past grab, a down tilt, or a fair. He used to F smash it a lot, but he says that there's diminishing returns on that. It's
Yeah,
much
it
better
makes
to go
sense.
past it.
Oh.
Gets
And
the
you
read.
see how he's operating in these corners. He's definitely part of like the animal rescue crew. You know what I mean? He's definitely, as you mentioned, he's going to go get you. That's Nagy. Who just yelled combos? Oh, sorry, that got me. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was like
Does
just
counter.
not a good idea. No, there's no other way to say it. And that was a good angle, but not good enough.
Yeah, Professor Peen was off to such a hot start. Looks like Nagy has caught on to some of the preferences of Professor Peen and is currently up by 2 stocks in game 2. He won the first one.
Yeah, sometimes this matchup goes that way. When one player gets like a really good read on what your character wants to do, and they just start, wow, that phantom.
I do have to say Professor Peen has caught on very quickly to Nagy liking that auto-cancel nair in the corner. This is the second time he punished it and ended up getting a KO. This time he punished it directly with an up smash. He's definitely aware of what Nagy likes to do in the corner, which is a hitbox in place.
Nagy's still playing his game, though, putting out his safe pokes, you know.
Oh, yeah. He is all about the moves, that's for sure. So as Fox, what you have to do to combat that is You make him think you're coming in or you're going to do a jump. Sort of like what Professor Peen did there. He just ran out of room, so he decided to escape. But if you have a little bit more stage, instead you can come in and get like a nair up tilt or a nair down tilt, etc.
All right, nice falling up air. He's fast enough. Not quite yet, though. Oh,
Interesting choice
not the
going for
best
nair.
DI.
So I think that's probably to combat a slide off, right? Because I expected an up air, and I was in my head I was DIing the slide off. All right, not the worst SD I've ever seen. Over 100%, you're still up a stock.
Yeah, I think if you're going to SD, that's where you want to be. You know, you don't want to SD at 0.
Instead, we have a big punish opportunity. So a lot of foxes I noticed go for an air or a bear there. I'm actually a huge fan of using shine against Marth in that spot. So I actually think that I think there's actually 2 sort of edge guard flowcharts versus a Marth that can't double jump to the ledge that are very, very strong. Granted, most foxes don't know them, right? But
Yes.
okay, back air sends him way off stage, just doing the Marth killer this time, and it's part of what I'm talking about. He can double jump to ledge. That's the mix-up.
We got a game here.
Yeah, we have a game.
We slowly just like, I don't know what happened. Professor Peen just, open up his notes.
Well, what's happened is Nagy is not getting the meaningful hits. It's like you were talking about. He gets a down tilt, and then he ends up getting shined towards the edge of the stage.
Oh, nice. Waiting for the roll in there.
Way off the stage. Just been tossed back and forth. A
Yeah,
really low side B is necessary in order to grab under a down tilt. Nice recovery placement from Professor Peen.
I just still have this like feeling that all of a sudden Professor Peen is gonna like open the books and just do some crazy stuff.
Well, it's already been a great comeback this game. He was down 3 stocks to 1.
Yeah, and this is getting into that dangerous like Marth zone where a lot of your stuff just stops working. Oh my God, he did the side B you're never supposed to do. I'm actually surprised he's living.
Wow.
And maybe he's not living. Maybe he's dead. Oh my God, why? You're actually a nut, dude. See, like
he tried to punish that nair again. Didn't work out. All right, Peen is able to take it. I noticed something that he read, but I forgot because the action was too intense.
Dude, all right, so I don't know what it is about the professor going off curriculum with that nair, but I mean, maybe he's just trying to put together a highlight reel of all those nairs or something, but it's definitely not working out for him. He needs to stop it.
It is now 1-1, Professor Peen and Nagy. Professor Peen seems to have caught on to what Nagy likes to do to escape the corner. Looks like he's ready to dance around a lot of Nagy's hitboxes, which are more frequent than your average Marth.
Yeah, he's definitely into swinging. I don't know if he's an FD Marth. Does he have these? We're about to find out. Does he have this?
He pretty much does. He hesitated. That's a tournament chain grab right there. Hesitated.
That's definitely a tournament chain grab. All right, got the up air. Missed times a forward smash, actually.
Yeah, I actually say that Nagy's the one who's sort of had the explosiveness when he gets the offense going. And Professor Peen's more or less been dancing around him. Often it goes the other way.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a personal mix-up, you know?
Look, he's still doing the nair in the corner. It's just the timing has changed. It ends up getting him the stock, it looks like.
Yeah, minor lead, but, 96%. That's basically like, a weak nair and up smash. Or a grab up throw up air.
Yep, waits for the roll that time. Actually doesn't do the nair. I guess he was scared of the invincibility. So goes for roll
Makes
when
sense.
he can.
Wow.
Nagy having a hard time getting out of the corner.
And here's the chain grabs that you kind of expect. This is why the stage has historically been just like the Marth go-to counter pick for more than a decade now.
Yeah, I think that back air might have covered all the possible angles. The arc really got way out there.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, empty hop from Marth. I think somewhat underused tactic.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times people expect you, especially if you're like a Nagy-style Marth, to throw something out.
Yeah.
So the fact that you don't, wow. Slice
he does
his
like
muzzle.
99% of the time too, but then there's that one missing one, and he has just that much less lag than he would otherwise. Because he does a lot of late fares.
So, wow, he goes accidental tournament winner, but once again, Nagy with a 3-stock lead. Let's see if he can hold it this time on his counter pick. So far up there at the 4 tilt.
He's got a big punish going, and honestly, his edge guarding has been lights
Ooh.
out. There it is again, Nagy up 2-1.
All right, so where do you go if you're Fox?
I go to Yoshi's. We already won on Dreamland.
Yeah, I believe he's only got 2 stages left, right?
Going to Stadium. Stadium's okay.
Okay.
I think it's okay. It depends on your Fox. And you know what? Professor Peen has been somewhat grounded, right? So it makes sense that he'd want to play here.
But he gets picked up. Not much came of that, though.
Yep, goes straight up. You're not able to counter if they go straight up. Nice awareness from Professor Peen.
Yeah, he figured out that Marth. It's one of those step by step calculative battles, chess play. Even in the case where one or both players make a mistake, either in terms of input or tactic wise. It's interesting the way the layers never stop. Wow, what a tipper forward smash that was.
Yeah, pivot tipper. Ready to fast fall fair. That's sort of something that you've been seeing. I mean, it's been around for ages, but it's coming back. You follow the falling of the spacey, and then you're ready to throw out the fair whenever they side B.
Nagy is feeling it. Woo!
Oh, wow. Yeah, really moving. And like I'm saying, when Nagy gets going, his conversion rate has been abnormally
He's smooth MacGyver right now. Hopefully he doesn't, I guess you could call it overheating. Sometimes when people start to feel really good, they feel like they can do no wrong.
Yeah, then you start doing the wrong thing.
Yes. And hopefully that does not happen. And so far, it's not seems to be the case. Nagy still having the controlled bursts, as opposed to just going full throttle and burning out, crashing and burning.
Yeah, I think we're almost having the opposite problem with Nagy. He had a smart idea when he got the grab. He expected Professor Peen to want to DI right to get to the windmill, goes for back throw to get the mix-up so he can punish, and actually doesn't trust the read after he throws him backwards. Still going to be able to finish off the stock.
Oh, wow. He gets burned.
Yeah.
How'd he get burned? Shouts to Nick Cage. Oh, wow. That was just Flub City.
It's just a great game 4 overall. Professor Peen facing elimination here in Losers Top 8.
Yeah, of course I don't know. I was actually wondering when he's going to start doing some fade back lasers. At times when he's in the corner, it feels like he's just running into Marth's down tilts and fairs.
Yeah, definitely been getting sliced when he's trying to get out of the corner. Lots of damage. Okay, reads the on-stage recovery. Is not what he gets.
Shield up there. Chopping those prosthetic legs. Overcommits to the forward smash, though.
It was a little weird because their transformation was coming.
Oh, and that's just going to do it.
Yeah, missed the eye on the F throw, ends up getting a forward smash. And Nagy picks up that set 3-1, moving on to Losers Round 2 in Top 8.
All right, so we're reaching that point where we're kind of winding down.
See Dawson coming.
Is that who that is? Oh. Oof.
It's nice to have a big Philly tournament again. We had like 50-something people here, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they did. And I'm just looking around thinking this could actually grow quite a bit more.
Yeah, it could grow. It could definitely grow. These scenes been a little quiet in recent months, last 6 to 12 months or something.
Yeah, 2019 wasn't the most.
Wow, a 9 from the blue Game & Watch.
Oh, wow.
Wins the stage strike battle. You guys just play rock, paper, scissors next time. Come on. People love Game & Watch Hammers. It's fine. Time for some Fox versus Puff action.
I'm here for it.
right, we'll see exactly how this matchup is played. I think there's something interesting about Fox Puff that I've been thinking about recently. That
Did you see how Hacks played it?
I did see how Hacks played it, and that's kind of where I want to go with it. Is that the Fox and the Puff can both sort of play whatever play style they want and choose a set of options, and then that's kind of what they use against their opponent's set of options. No matter what it is, like, you know, the Puff can do that sort of like low, lots of aerials, occasionally full hop or double jump, and stay like pretty close to the ground thing, or they can do the tomahawk style or back air away from them. And Foxes can do this, they can do like a run forward, wave dash back, threaten up tilt, back air and nair over. They can do the low drill thing that we saw Hacks do in recent tournaments. But I feel like if you try to do everything together, it's not as effective. You know what I mean? It's like there's a set of options that works well together. So it's interesting to see what each Fox and Puff decides is the set of options they want to use in this matchup.
You know, I think that's actually a very astute assessment.
Nice.
I
I haven't heard anyone else say it yet.
Hmm?
Up throw, up air, taking the first stock. Oh, second stock, pardon me.
Yeah, the first stock went by so fast, I actually like kind of blanked and I missed it. So it looks like the set of options this particular Puff has chosen is the attempted, back air wall with occasional forward air wall and some, well-placed nairs and taking the first stock.
Yeah, we're somewhat familiar with Dawson. He likes to drag his aerials in a way that keeps him safe but gains him stage space should the opponent run, which is fairly common.
Yeah, I'd say his right now the playstyle I'm seeing is like the most common, sort of what you think of when you think of like somebody who's playing Puff, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You never really say by the book Puff, right? But like this is probably the closest to by the book Puff that I've seen. At least like the book that was written in like 2012 where everybody was like, Puff just floats around in back airs. But it's like, it's not really an insult. It's just kind of like an observation.
Fallen up air, able to take stock number 3. Pretty sizable lead. This is one of those matchups where they say percents don't matter. But even still, like, if you have a couple extra stocks over someone, it's that many more chances to get your big dynamic hit, right?
Yeah, and trades are just like not that bad for you when you have stock leads.
So
of course, only a 1 stock lead now.
We get drill shine there, which is sort of the hack school. Unfortunately, a little too close to the ledge. So maybe you do like the drill grab or the drill up tilt in that spot instead, in order to keep Puff within your combo.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but it feels kind of like the Fox is almost pulling back. Do you think it's that like I'm close to winning mentality where like maybe you should like pull back and take less risks, shoot more lasers?
I think it might be that, which is one school of thought. Sometimes the rest is just scary. Rest and getting gimped.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that. But sometimes, gets the forward air and up smash. But I was going to say sometimes.
The third hit of forward air.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy,
Mm-hmm.
When you play against these kind of characters. And you're just like, all right, all I got to do is like, not get here or not get grabbed. And then it happens and you're like, crap. Dreamland.
Yep, standard counter pick.
Yeah, I was going to say pretty common.
Yep, able to fight his way out of the corner.
Yeah, doesn't seem like he's like a rest-heavy Puff from what I can see.
I think Dawson actually does take the rests when he gets the chance to, but isn't one of those that necessarily fishes for it. Not a rest master, so to speak, right? No cascade.
Oh, yeah, that's, I think, who was coming to mind.
Up air, yep.
Not enough to kill yet, not on Dreamland.
Gets the jab up smash, not before taking a fair amount of damage. What's important to note is in the mid-20s, some of Puff's moves, notably the back air, begin to knock over Fox, and it's a huge difference. You can see right there. It's a big difference from earlier when you just get a space back air, and then you have to reset. So if Puff can keep a stock lead and also have Fox above 20, I think it's 22%, 21, don't remember. It's 2 back airs. Then that is enough to knock down, and that actually is a huge advantage. The scoring a knockdown in this game, I mean, there's not too many situations that aren't a combo proper that are that dominant.
Yeah, I would say so. But all right, so only 1%. Oh my God, commentators curse of a lifetime. I was about to say 1% is just like nothing, and then he got hit, but whatever, you know.
Yeah,
Still 13% is like functionally 0. I mean, it's not 0, but it's like, yeah, you got hit once. Oh my God, am I the only one that's like feeling rests?
Yeah, no.
I feel like this
definitely.
Puff player particularly gets in so many situations where my brain is like, rest. Go for
Yeah.
the sickest rest.
And then it doesn't come.
Yeah, but it's not happening.
Gets
Oh,
the up
wow.
there once again. That one does finish. I think the same percent as the one that didn't before. Probably
Yeah, I think it was the DI.
DI or maybe just a little higher after the up throw. Who knows?
Maybe so. That's very peculiar. Oh, yes. I love it when Fox just go ahead and combo Puff. There are certain situations where you can get follow-ups, but it's usually scary or like a risk, you know.
Yeah.
But at low percent, you know, it's not that bad.
Dawson not out of the game yet. Only down by 80-something%. And
yeah.
Puff can end Fox's stock in a hurry.
Puff has the X factor at all times for sure.
Yeah, between the edge guarding, the gimping, the rest, of course. Although still not at the percent where things like back air will knock down, so that's a little bit of a disadvantage. Back air is not going to finish it yet, not on Dreamland.
Yeah, not quite yet. Oh, that's going to do it. All right. So 2-0 lead right now for Fox, right?
That is right, 2-0. Kind of been weaving around Puff pretty easily. I think there are some gaps if you go back and look in Dawson's attempted wall. Oh, switching to bow Puff. Great counter pick.
Yeah, take it off the tag. Oh, wait. Okay, bring it back to tag. Battlefield or bust.
Yeah, decides not to go back to Dreamland. Somewhat interesting choice. I guess like we were saying, there's a lot of movement that's sort of weaving around what Dawson wants to do. And maybe a little bit less room is actually going to favor him in this case.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it's just that way. Some people who should not be named always will say things like Puff sucks on Dreamland, you know. Stuff like that, but, you know.
That's just not true. Up smash not going to finish it yet. Yeah, Puff definitely a KO percent from either an up or an up smash at this point.
Yeah, you see the run-up jab. He's looking for it already, a jab up smash, or maybe even a jab back air, depending on the percent and positioning.
Ooh, wow, really reads a roll in. Probably could have reacted without reading.
Yeah, and I find that if you can, it's almost like 100% all the time better to just do that.
Yeah. It can be a little bit tricky. When you get the reset, you have a little bit of momentum, and you're caught in a little bit of lag.
All right, so, gets a grab.
Yeah, huge chunk of percent onto Dawson already, actually.
Yeah, he's actually at danger percent right now.
But we might get a 2-stock lead if this keeps up at this rate. Yep,
Ooh.
there it is.
There's the Hacks Money dash dance into you followed me and I up smash.
It's not often that you see the Puff is the one who probably needs to be a little bit more patient, because that's sort of their MO, right? But I think
Yeah.
Dawson is actually drifting in just like way too often at high percents, getting called out with things that can get him KO'd. You can see he tries to drift in there with a fair to cut off the airspace. It looks like we keep running under, then punishing after the aerial. He's going to have to start covering that like low ground. And you can see once again, right up the aerial, comes in with a nair. Just excellent timing. Up throw, up air.
This is looking so grim.
Yeah, jumps off the stage, still able to get another up air. It's one of those matches. Dawson definitely struggling. That's a pretty fast match.
Yeah, I'd say so. Oh wow, dude, he really like had to get that if he had any hope of like bringing this back. Surprised he didn't go for a jab reset there.
All right. Off stage. Can we get the edge
Ooh.
guard? Yes. Or it even stocks again, but it just feels like Dawson's been behind the entire time.
Yeah, especially since there's been like no real rest threat. You know what I mean?
I don't think there's even been a fake rest yet.
I mean, there's been like moments, but like it hasn't materialized.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? It kind of makes you wonder.
It was a thought, a glint in the eye of Puff, but no more.
This is a possible comeback, but
It just doesn't feel like it, right?
yeah,
Like,
that's
this doesn't
just
feel
different.
like it's going to happen to me.
Well, wow, dies to freaking the Fox up B.
Okay, Dawson is down 2-0, so this could be the last stock of the tournament. That's definitely the last stock of the game, as we are to 1 stock apiece here in Game 3 on Battlefield.
And it looks like both are starting to feel himself a little bit.
Okay, wanted the probably 1 hit into up smash maybe. Looked a little disappointed. Yeah,
All right,
trying
up
to-
smash is definitely coming out any second now.
Yeah, you can see the crouch cancel trying to tank something. And
Is
then
he,
read the
he
movement
wants to. He
after.
just wants to up smash so bad.
Hops onto the platform knowing that he's not safe. This could be the
Oh, and
clutch
there
press.
is the rest that we've been looking for the whole set.
Dawson can hardly believe it. Takes his first game. He is now down 2-1.
All right. Well, history has shown that, like, you know, Puff can turn things around with the rest. It's like momentum-wise.
History has definitely shown that, especially recent history of the past couple years, right? At the top
Yeah.
level. But it has been plaguing those not seen on the majors streams for much longer than that, I think.
Yeah. All right. Pokemon Stadium. Kind of classic counter pick. And Puff is, like, at danger percent already.
Okay.
Ooh.
He definitely reading the takeoff from Dawson so far this game. There's to the corner. Just eats a hit, but now those types of moves will knock down. You can see there's the knockdown there. Able to wake up jab, ends up getting an up smash and another 1 stock lead here on Stadium.
I mean, can he hold it is the question.
Oh, almost able to finish the combo. Not quite. Gets get up attacked. Yep, definitely put on some laser damage if he can.
It's always interesting to tell, like, when you see people throw out, wow, nice force smash. When you see people start lasering, and you know they're not normally, like, a laser-type fox, so you just start waiting for the mistakes.
Yeah.
That's always interesting. Oh.
A lot of hand motions coming from over there. Looking frustrated, I guess.
Oh, wow, dude. Seeing this wall reminds me of this hat, you know, because it's a red hat, white letters. I don't know if I would do this.
Yeah, thinks the better of it after getting hit once.
Dude, I feel like waiting it out is the best option. But you know what? He's a tournament, I'm not.
Gets it back her. Okay. Stango's the worst. All right. Okay, tries to punish with an up smash. Just goes in a little bit early. The hitbox lingers for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Oh, this game's evening up. Actually taking the lead right now. It's Bopa. Well, they're at that point right now where like every heavy hit's gonna like stem the tide a bit.
You know what I noticed? Dawson's really good about reading movement, right? Like, he'll like cut off airspace before someone wants to jump, or aim in front of someone before they dash forward. I think you should just start like trying to hit the other person every now and then, because it feels to me like just a little bit of a weave is all that it takes for him to get hit. in this set so far.
All right, so Puff once again finds herself in danger percent. I knew he was going to go for the up there, even though we all knew it wasn't going to hit. Just feels good to press the button sometimes. Oh, okay. And there they stood. I think they're going to wait this out, right?
Yes, I would.
So how was your day?
It's been pretty good overall. A little bit tired, actually. Doubles took a lot out of me, and then melee continued for several hours after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been fun, though, of course. Nice to be back at a tournament again.
Part of me feels like, I know Blake probably left, but a part of me feels like he's still asleep in the lounge.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't checked, so it could be.
Probably still asleep in the lounge.
Oh, we're back in it.
All right, and we got a fight on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We got a scuffle. Can we call it a scuffle?
A quarrel. A melee.
A melee. That's what exactly. This is what we came to see. Up through, no resting.
Yeah, I don't know if it necessarily KOs unless you get the cross up rest, but
Right. But he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He just took the lead just like that.
even better, keeps the stock.
Oh,
Okay.
and loses the stock. And now, if you want to go to a game 5, is when you bust out the rest, right?
Yeah, exactly. Dawson is down 2-1 in the set.
Oh my God!
Oh.
I know he wanted to up air.
Yeah, definitely just landed a little early and wasn't able to get the double jump out.
Woo! Is that? Oh my God! At the 6%. That was amazing. 69, baby.
Up next, we have a Marth Ditto from two that we've seen fairly recently. Nagy, who just triumphed over Professor Peen in the last round. In somewhat dominant fashion, his punish game looked incredible in that matchup. We'll see if he can match up with the same punish game against Stango. Been the premier player in Philly / Delaware for a long time now, right? Like a couple years.
Yeah.
Actually lost to Panos earlier on in the tournament in winter semi, so he finds himself in losers.
Yeah.
That being said, the rust's being shaken off perhaps. I know he still plays on occasion.
Yeah. Although from what I heard, he plays a lot of that other game on not net play, but I don't know what it's called.
I think it's net play. Yeah.
Do they call the PM net play?
Yeah, they even have it on Anthers Ladder, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
As
heard
far
he
as I
plays a
know.
lot of that for some reason.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah. I must get bored being king. Dominating for so
But
long.
It looks like now he has some closer matches. We'll see if Nagy can give him a challenge as well. Up air to forward smash. Now you're the Marth main, and you played Mucha King for famously 30 hours straight in this matchup.
It was a long time.
Can you shed some light on what we're going to see here?
I mean, a lot of people, they describe Melee and Smash in general as RPS. I feel like this is the most RPS match in the game, as in a simple way. It's literally you're not doing double shine grabs or something crazy. You're literally just can I down tilt them? And then person who's well, is he going to down tilt me? And if he is, should I jump over him and fall on him with an aerial?
Yeah. So just
it's just a lot of simple exchanges. It's honestly not that complicated, which is part of why we don't like to play it.
strong forward smash. Yeah, one of the things just about this game in general is it's about having a strong baseline game plan and then adjusting when you get a read on what they like to do or when you suspect what they like to do, right?
You saw it a couple seconds ago. He hopped over the down tilt with an aerial, and then that led to death.
But in this matchup, there's just a few options that really stand out as beating only one really hard. And it works out that those are the ones you want to go for most often, right?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I think in a sense that's why this is sort of like a modified RPS, because there are safer options. You don't necessarily have to throw out paper to cover rock. You know, you can throw out,
the flat rock.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. So I think in a lot of matchups.
Oh, wow.
You can take a situation and you think, okay, this thing will give me a little bit of stage advantage and a little bit of damage against every one of his options except for two. But in this matchup, it's more like this beats this and it beats it hard, and this beats this and it beats it hard, and those are the main options that you choose. Yeah, strong edge guarding from Nagy once again, displaying the same thing he did against Professor Peen, except in the Marth matchup. You'll see from him, he does something that I think isn't done often enough. When Marth's dropping low against him, and he's at a low enough percent,
Woo!
oh, gets sliced. He will do a forward smash, and then ASDI down, and then if the up B comes during the forward smash, he's able to down tilt the Marth. So it's sort of like a little bit of an OS.
Ah, I see. I know about OSs. And right now, Stango is just stuck in the blender. He's just getting mixed. But he finds his way out and tries to put himself back in this game. Did he lose his jump there? Oh, no, he kept it.
It was a terrible situation. The jump's the only reason he was able to get away. Yeah, Stango has been in control despite being up.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's death. Wow. Comeback play there from Nicholas Stango.
Actually, definitely a very dynamic match. It was not one of those positional games. It was just my option beats your option, punish really, really hard. I think that both their conversion rates were incredible in that first game.
Whenever I see like Marth's like down tilt each other and stuff, it's just funny.
We're playing like the equivalent of Samuel Melee. They're both choosing the same options.
Right.
Stanger comes out on top, though. Gets nared. You know, that's the same option Nagy was picking out of the corner against Professor Peen, that nair in place.
It looks like Stango already caught on to something. It felt sort of like Nagy was kind of playing ahead that game in terms of thinking. And
He was ahead the whole time till the end.
what was that?
He was ahead the whole time till the end, yeah.
Well, yeah. So it felt like Stango was making the adaptations. But sometimes when somebody's making like late game adaptations, they carry it into the next match, and then they're ahead all of a sudden.
Yeah, like the whole time, though.
Yeah, and now it feels like the ball is sort of in Nagy's court. Like he's the one that's kind of like going to have to shift this game plan around, maybe pick some new options, maybe get in a beautiful tech. But I still think he's, wow, okay. He proved me wrong. I thought he was dead, but, you know, he's not.
Wow, really commits.
Well, not worth the commitment. Definitely married the wrong girl.
Probably what Stango did, the drop really low, might be the only thing that beats what Zach chose or what Nagy chose.
He thought he was going to do, like, the ledge jump back air, but, you know, instead he doesn't. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I like a good dash attack, I have to admit.
Yeah, only in
Oh,
this
two
matchup,
of 'em.
right?
Dash attack for me. Dance, monkeys.
That's okay. Oh, DI mix-up. Definitely caught him slipping.
Yeah.
Okay, he's adapting,
And they are both ready for that crouch cancel down tilt. It looks like Stango does a modified version of the edge guard I was talking about, where he will F smash if you do a really late up B, but he's ready to down tilt if you do an early one.
That's not
Off of the crouch cancel.
it's not the one.
Yeah, forward smash gets punished.
It really does feel like Stango's caught onto something. I don't know. Even when Nagy does win neutral, it just feels like he's not having the same brutal impact that he had in game one.
I think what Stango's caught on to is Nagy's sort of going for a lot of haymakers. And Stango's doing a good job sort of baiting those with his movement and then punishing accordingly. So we get a little bit more bait and punish than we were the first game from Stango.
Yeah, I believe he has no jump, so I do. Whoa, he made it from there. What in the hit me?
Blame the fountain camera. It's weird. Yeah, and you see he's at such a high percent he can no longer do the crouch cancel down tilt edge guard. So things change a little bit. The complexion of the matchup off stage changes when you're at a high percent. Oh, I like the slide off fair. Once again, no, he's able to make it back this time, but he's been giving up his position by dropping real low with that fair.
Yeah, I don't agree with these hard commitments. I think he's falling in love too quickly.
I mean, I really think that the fair is good most of the time, but it seems like Stango already has the counterplay, so I think you fake like you're going to run off, and then maybe just grab the ledge or something, right? Because he's going so deep.
I think so. Wow.
Yeah, we need some damage from Nagy if he wants to come back in this game. We don't really get it.
I mean, he got 13%, right? You know.
Yeah, up. It's really tempting to do a up tilt off of up throw, as I'm sure you know in this matchup. But I, for one, am a huge proponent of doing up throw like running fair.
Oh yeah, up throw running fair is sick.
Because I think it gives you way more combo opportunities and probably a better position overall. Okay, just nares at him. See, that's another one of those haymakers. 2 fair is probably going to end the stock. Ooh, gets up early.
Wow, there's a lot of rolls here.
See, he almost does the thing where he's going to fake like he's going to drop down and then gets the ledge. Instead, he just kind of fairs at the ledge. Looks like he really wants to swing. I think that being a little more subtle and making it look like you're going to run off fair, then just immediately going back up to the ledge is the way to go.
Right. So at this point, you know, what do you do if you're Nagy, you know?
If you're Nagy? Honestly, I think you slow it down a little bit. I think that because Stango is sort of waiting for these haymakers more often than he was in the first game, you sort of take a little bit of extra space and poke just a little more.
And
Kind
looks
of
like
like
he's doing it already.
Yeah, that's what he's doing at the outside
No
of the
coaching.
game.
No coaching,
Exactly.
Snags. No coaching.
He's the one with the headphones in.
But he finds himself in the corner of Corey.
He also needs to avoid getting reversaled like this. Like he had super amazing control advantage, and now he's back to pretty much neutral. Look, he gets himself cornered again where he had the advantage. Cannot have that in this matchup. It's currently 2-0 Stango, right?
Say what?
It's 2-0 Stango right now, yeah?
Yes, it's currently 2-0 Stango. So Stango wins this match. The set's over. Wow. Interesting use of the air dodge to get back. I don't think Stango was quite ready for that.
Okay, Stango off the stage. How does he get back? Up B's early on the floating Marth. That's one of my least favorite things in the game, when you slide off accidentally.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it.
It's something. Wow, just goes out there with the back air. Times it perfectly. And we've basically got a reset 3-stock match.
Gets the dare. Stango not phased, able to get the run-up grab. And look at that reversal. 2 nairs, and he has the stage control.
Yeah, it's interesting now that it seems like Nagy's struggling to even, like, when he gets him in the corner, he doesn't seem like he can press his advantage.
Yeah.
Let alone keep Stango in the corner, which is something he was doing remarkably early on in game 1.
Yeah. I mean, right now it seems like he does a very good job of pushing Stango to the corner, and then you just can't keep him there. He ends up getting reversed, and he ends up in the corner somehow.
Yeah, it's like he just he can't close or something. That was a series.
That's a lot of dolphin slashes in a row.
Yeah.
See, he sort of waits for the nair out of the corner that time, reading the option to get out there, the escape route. Jumps to the ledge, barely snags on with those magnet hands. Oh, I like side B to it. Yep, we get the grab. Counter not going to do the trick there. Falls low. Able to dodge. Looks like he was underneath the lip a little bit thanks to the Dreamlands curvature.
All right, there. Nagy gets the turnaround.
Oh, he read roll. I bet you that meant to be a wave dash. That's why he was waiting like that. I bet he didn't want the shield to come out, and when it did, he felt a little stuck in his movement. Now he gets reversed. It looks like Nagy's going to lose his stock. Slight advantage for him, but the stocks have been vanishing in an instant in this Marth Ditto.
Yeah, and just then you saw Stango try to lure him into a trap. Gets the grab. What can he do with it?
Yep, comes up with shield breaker once again. Nagy not able to contain Stango in the corner. Grab, throws him backwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that down smash.
Maybe went to be a turnaround down tilt, not sure.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Whiffs on a big haymaker again, and look where he is, in the corner and off the stage. Stango in position to gain the lead once again in game 3.
Yeah, good job faring back on stage, but he's off stage again. I like this use of air dodge. I myself have become a fan of air dodging back on stage lately.
Oh, for sure.
In the right spots. Good mixing up the timing. Manages to get back to center. Can he take the stock?
He
does.
can. Yeah, and now Nagy.
What a 180 that was. I'm amazing.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. That was at least like an 8 out of 10.
I like that one. That was a 180 out of 10.
Oh, that was a 187.
Nagy, tournament life on the line. Last stock in game 3. He's down 2-0, but he needs to start something here. The Nair, a great combo tool. And look,
he's
now
got
he's
it.
containing Stango. Stango wants to keep coming out. He knows that Stango's not going to continue fighting out. He's too smart. So that time he
Oh, he
expects
just
something
needed to
passive
grab
like
the
a shield,
ledge.
gets the grab.
That's it. Nagy finally making it happen.
Stango had the stank face. He's not very happy about that game, at least not the end. So we have a 2-1 game match in favor of Stango over Nagy. Of course, Stango in the red Marth with his signature period. Little dot.
Interesting pick. I never want to play this match on Yoshi. Even if I feel like I'm the better Marth, I just never want to play here personally.
I think it might partially be because Nagy picked Dreamland twice, and this is just like the opposite, right? So
Right.
even if you don't have a preference, you're like, well, it's the opposite of what they like, so that's pretty good.
Exactly. I can definitely see the logic behind it.
You still don't
You
like
know.
it though?
I just personally, it's just too scary.
All right, let's say you do a coin flip. You only need to win once. You have a 75% chance, right? To
Yeah,
win one
true.
of- So
And it did feel like Nagy needed a little bit more breathing room. So it makes sense to want to go to a smaller stage, you know,
and clearly it's working out as a
Oh, yeah.
full stock advantage for Stango here.
because he's definitely just smothering the life out of Nagy so far in this game.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the fair on the edge guard there against the edge.
Ooh,
It
walk
does
up
have
for the watch.
doesn't make it. The fair does have the lowest hitbox, so it can cover the edge the easiest. But yeah, that nair is going to be punished. They both keep doing that nair a lot out of the corner.
All right, so the first stock taken from Stango, but that's pretty good. If you can take 2 stocks for every one, you're doing something right.
Yeah, that's for sure. And
Pivot
look,
forward smash to punish the aggressive advances, almost covering every option there on the platform. And that's the what we used to call back in the day the
the Euro Ken combo, right?
yeah, the Euro Ken combo or the Pal Ken combo. Right now, I think Stango is like he's starting to make Nagy look like a Christmas present. All he's got to do now is wrap it up.
Do you think of these ahead of time or no?
Wait, say that again?
Do you think of these ahead of time?
No.
Stango with the big advantage again. Randall gets in the way.
Randall in everybody's business right now. It's definitely Christmas time. See ya.
Yep, the statement down air. Stango able to take the set over Nagy 3-1.
Yeah. Good job to Nagy for putting up a fight, but in the end, there can only be one, you know. It's kind of like a Highlander reference. Because the swords, you know.
So up next, we have SluG versus Chem. A matchup that I've thought about a lot recently and haven't been able to play at all. We're going to get Fox versus Ices.
Oh, okay. You were like, I thought about it and haven't played it.
These, I think, are two of the more active members of the Philly community right now.
Yes.
SluG and Chem. So I'm sure they're quite familiar with each other.
They're about to slug it out.
Chem, you believe it.
I kept.
Going punt for punt. Looks like we're getting right into it. And
Oh wow!
what
This
a
is
way to
exactly how
start.
you want to start it. If you're SluG.
Bit of a laugh from Chem. You know the backstory of Chem at all?
No, you can tell me.
I think he was, I don't want to get it wrong. I think he was a New England Fox player, or he's from somewhere else. He's a transplant. Came in and took the scene by storm. We needed a strong Fox player around here that could go to tournaments and other than, Churs. And he fit the bill, so nice to have him on board. Okay, we get the regrab, another wobble. Chem smiled at the first one, not smiling at the second one.
I mean, he's only put on 19%,
Well, there's some Banana too, right?
and it's been less than a minute. So sometimes you might want to go on full tilt. You got to fight the tilt instinct when you get wobbled.
Wow, what an ice block.
Wow.
Still able to make it back.
Let's see if SluG can put on any more damage
Wow,
before.
SluG is moving. You see that?
That was a
length of
legendary
wave
up tilt,
dash into
actually.
the up tilt? Yeah,
Wait
wow.
a minute. I like how he confidently stepped forward. I was like, I would just like wave dash back down smash because, you know, my Sopo is whack. But all right, I think that this is death. Yeah.
All right,
All
Chem
right.
down to stock. Lost the first two in a somewhat unfortunate way for him, I'm sure.
Well, very fortunate for SluG. Very unfortunate for Kip.
Yeah. He's playing a little bit safer now, staying farther away. Thing is, you have to find your way in eventually. It's exactly what it does, shine grab. One of my favorite ways to approach the matchup.
Ooh.
Okay, we get drill into grab. Nice conversion. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That down smash, even from just one Ice Climber, really strong, but kept making it back on.
Yeah, he baited him in with like the jab
Ooh.
and then did the down smash right after as he started
That was
to jump in.
really smart. Oh, unfortunate SD there from the Sopo.
Yes, we're on even stocks. Of course, Chem at quite a high percent.
He's coming in. He's coming in hot. Hot,
Yep.
exactly. He came in hot.
That's good. Realizes he can't get the wobble, goes directly for the smash attack.
All right, so that was actually OD. I don't know why he went for that grab, but if it had worked out, it would have been the craziest thing.
Yeah, it was just a little bit slow on it. You do have, I think it's 7 frames. Don't quote me. You have a little bit of invincibility when you do a,
Oh, wow.
when you do a throw. So you can use down throw or especially forward throw in this matchup. Throw one of them into the other.
Right.
There is a
Maybe
little-
he meant to forward throw.
There is a little
and
bit
down
of
through.
There's a little bit of minutia though. In this game, you have to cross a knockback threshold or a percent threshold when you do a throw in order for the character that's thrown to have a hitbox. So if you throw Popo or Nana at 0%, they actually won't have a hitbox, and the other one can just hit you. So I wasn't super aware of the percents, I'll admit, in that situation, but that could have been what happened there.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Another wobble. Yeah, back to Battlefield. I do tend to think this is one of Fox's strongest stages in the matchup. I think the platform arrangement is pretty favorable
I can see it.
for him. But Chem really hasn't been using the platforms to that much effect. He's kind of playing it kind of grounded.
No, it feels like the platforms are sort of like a secondary thought. Right now, he seems only to be interested in, you know, kind of getting in there and letting these double shines rock.
Yeah, I will say Chem is good about. I like the shine.
Okay, that was good.
Chem is good about moving inwards and then sort of like feinting and doing like a wave dash back or a shield or something. But sometimes you just need a little bit of a different play style against a character like this. Looks like got an ADT shield on the top platform. Another one of my least favorite things about this game.
All right, that was a beautiful mash.
Wow,
That get
he
up
gets the
attack
jab.
was crucial.
Yeah,
Might
so
be dead. Wow, up B mash was OD. Double shine. See ya.
So I think the ice block allows you to desync too. That one was a little bit of a delayed up B, but if Chem would have up B'd right away, I'm pretty sure, and you ice climbers
Oh,
players
did he do
can
that
correct me.
snacks? I've been hit with that so many times,
I
dude.
love seeing the snacks.
The freaking there to freaking down tilt.
I didn't know that was a snacks. I guess it is.
That's a snacks free,
You
dude.
distracted me from my educated thought based on flattery. My one true weakness.
My one true weakness. Ooh, he's
And
really committed heavy
Oh,
to
he
what
down aired.
the heck?
calculated.
I think he baited him in the SD is what we just saw. Right now, he's trying to put as many down Bs on him as he possibly can, but he gets grabbed, and wow.
Doesn't mash out fast enough. I feel like you could have in that situation too, even though he's at a pretty high percent.
Yeah, I feel like if he was like, maybe he just didn't think that it was, you know, going to happen.
Yeah.
And then Nana did look a little far away. She seemed a little slow getting back, but
We're close enough that you can usually hear the mash from this far away. We heard it from I heard it from Panos earlier in his game versus Stango.
oh, he was mashing OD.
Yeah, so I have a feeling he wasn't mashing very hard. We do have a last stock game here, game 2, SluG up 1-0 over Chem.
Yeah, it's important now for Kemp that if you want to take this, you got to remember the steps. You know, no shortcuts. You have to, you know, divide and conquer. Prioritize Nana. Get rid of her.
But SluG
Or
is one of those
get down smashed.
Yeah,
or
SluG
forward
is one of
smashed.
those players where you cannot ignore Popo. He's willing to, you know, let Nana go when he has to, and then
Mhm.
punish accordingly. And that's what earns him game 2. Now up 2-0. Looks like we're doing the whole set on Battlefield.
All right, he's just like, we're just spamming Battlefield. It wouldn't be surprising to me now if Kemp won this game and we went back to Battlefield.
I think we're going to FD if he wins.
All right, dude. This guy's trying to do something special. And there it is. Like, you know what I always thought of? Wow, that was a clean 0 to death. No wobbling necessary.
No, that was just Smash X. He knew exactly where he was going the whole time.
Him and a lot of other ice climbers, sometimes Nintendude comes to mind where they'll let Nana take a hit so they can get better positioning or a more meaningful hit.
Yes. I think Shootout's really good at that too, actually.
Yes, Shootout, another one. The MDVH, you know, I guess ice climbers come to mind, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me almost like the take laser strat, you know, like where you just take a hit to deliver something, again, it's going to have more of an impact.
I like how Chem was not enticed by the multiple up Bs and was able to do like the full hop bear in order to keep SluG on the edge. Ends up getting the Nana stock because of it. Yeah, like the forward throw. Ooh, does not get the bear.
Wow. The Falconish fade back worked.
Can up smash after, yeah. Gets the damage.
That's like the best you could have played that particular situation, right? That's the best you could hope for if you're SluG.
Definitely pretty good, yeah. A little bit of damage.
Oh, and sometimes that just happens, but he caught him reaching.
Oh, SluG not able to punish the straightforward Firefox. Back throws.
Ooh.
On the nair plane. Nair plane, nair plane.
Couldn't he have just up smashed?
Yeah.
But he didn't. I have this philosophy. Oh, man, I forget who it was that said this. This is like an old quote.
Did he just desync?
I think he
just
did.
Rolled repeatedly towards the edge and then jumped off the stage.
Yeah. It was one of the, like, I want to say it was like a Mita King quote. Oh, that's actually sad.
He side beat to the right the first time, and then he tried to shorten it, but the Blizzard hit him again, and then he side beat to the left as he was trying to shorten.
Well, there you see him immediately getting rid of the Nana, and if he can play this well enough, he's still in this game.
He's been good about getting rid of Nana this game.
Yeah, it's like he's remembered the steps again. It's like, you know, play, separate, kill Nana, then kill Popo, then rinse and repeat strat. In any case, this quote, I cannot remember who said it. I don't know if it was Fly or like Cactar or like Mita King. Somebody from like that era basically said something I never forgot, and that's to never play more melee than you have to.
Yeah.
I can't remember who said it,
Way
but that is a quote that was said.
Yeah.
That
sounds kind of Cactuary.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It probably was.
Or it could have been like Fly on Smash boards or something.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. That situation where he didn't do the up smash comes to mind. It's like
we have a last stock situation now. Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt,
we actually
but
do.
Chem
This
could be out of the tournament after this.
Yeah, this is potentially the thanks for coming out handshake situation.
Big fan of the way that down tilt was used. Able to slide off the platform, gets a punish on Popo because of it. They're together now. Okay, I thought he was going to get grabbed off that.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Yep, full hop back air. Oh, gets the up air. Okay, I like that he kind of like, nice. I like that Chem kind of feinted like he was going to hit Popo first. Getting SluG to sort of fade back a little bit so the up air is a little easier. That was a close game 3, but Chem is hanging on. It is now 2-1 against him. Yep, FD the counter pick.
So this will be the first game not played on Battlefield.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
I feel like, out of respect, you should go back to Battlefield.
No.
I'm kidding. No.
Not in this matchup.
No,
this matchup, I do actually believe that Battlefield may be the best stage for Fox. Maybe. Argument to be made, right?
Oh. Yeah, FD is scary playing this matchup, you know, because the... Oh.
You got to play against the Fortress of Ice Climbers.
Yeah, because like the ground is lava, but you're stuck walking on the lava, right?
Yeah. Now that's a pretty cool way to put it. Yeah.
Oh, you're dead.
Reset.
You are dead, sir. Right this way, sir. I feel like they're just going to kind of escort him to the blast zone, you know. This way, sir. There you go. Butler's getting rid of the fox.
Excuse me, sir. Can I show you the way to the blast zone? Yep, does the forward throw.
Misses Nana. That could be crucial, but had a chance to get Popo. Misses them both, you know.
He needs to hit some of those, especially after you can bring yourself back in it. No, can't get that smash. Chem, I think trying a little too hard. Like he's just moving a little too
he's
fast.
forcing it. He's really like.
Something that happens to me all the time. I get it. You want to press a lot of buttons. You need to press a lot of buttons. But
Yeah.
sometimes you just like do them a little bit early and not in the right time.
Yeah, you get antsy,
Yeah.
you know. Oh wow, it was a trap.
He also like SDI'd hard down and in towards the ices. So I mean, or
Yeah.
like or didn't SDI, because that is somewhat avoidable. You can do sort of like the quarter circle DI plus ASDI and get out of there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was like the same as the previous situation, right? Where he just,
No,
oh
he's side B off the
wow,
stage again. Second time this set, Chem just
and
leads.
that's
He says, I'm a head out. Okay, Nana just fell off the stage.
you kind of felt, for the fans of Kemp, you kind of felt the air kind of go out of their sails a bit, the tires, I mean, like But Fox is a good character. I always try to keep this in mind.
Fox is pretty good.
And you just got to think, like, if he was hitting those shines off stage and he missed,
It would still be tied.
yeah. I mean, if he was to potentially hit them now, he could still bring this back.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, it's definitely a game that could be won. You just have to avoid the wobble. At any moment, it could be over. That's the thing that's scary for Fox. Yeah. If you wait
They
a
had
moment
no
longer
choice
for
but
the
to go
nair,
straight forward, and that will be that.
yep, SluG takes the set 3-1. Chem does get a game off of him. Does not look super pleased based on the head shaking, but that's how it goes. You got to be passionate about the game you play.
Well, I'm sure he knows he could have played better, right? Like, he's got to know there were situations where he basically did not die because his opponent made a mistake. And if you're the kind of person that's really, conscious of your gameplay, you still keep your mistakes in mind regardless of the victory screen.
Yes, for sure.
And SluG's definitely one of those people. People might say congratulations, he'll say thanks, but I'm sure he's thinking about, man, I messed that up. And if this person had been more proficient, I might not be, sitting here with the W.
Looks like up next we have winners finals, huh?
That's the way it looks.
And a somewhat tough draw, maybe for Panos, when there are so many good players here. So many good Marths, which is a matchup that I'm sure Panos enjoys quite a bit. Historically, Falcon does fairly well versus Ices. To get a Falco and one of the better ones in the Mid-Atlantic as your winners finals match is a little bit tough. Now, I'm not saying that it's unwinnable by any means, but it will be more difficult to get the victory, perhaps.
Yeah.
And Bones does have that sort of combo sense on Falcon, for sure.
That is true. Like,
Now, it was said for the longest time that MDVA does not have Falcons, and they're all bad against them. Because once Thumbs Way Up was gone, would you get the next best one's what, the break?
yeah, I mean, before there was Thumbs, there was also, like, G-Reg, who used to play.
That's
There-
a long time.
That's a
ago,
long. This is
though,
going.
yeah.
This is showing my
That's
age a bit.
before me.
But there used to be Falcons, and they were all, like, killed off, and they're basically extinct. With the exception of some that, like, still kind of play. But mostly, like, don't. I mean, you see, like, the Brig Mikwigs every once in a while, depending on who he draws at Xanadu.
I mean, there's been a few Falcons down there, but none
But certainly
really,
not, like, an international level impact.
No, I mean,
Right?
nothing like Panos. He beat Stango.
Yeah.
He's had a few crazy runs at a few tournaments.
Yeah, so Panos on the verge of making an international splash.
Yeah, I think he could. I think he has a very real opportunity to do
I think
that.
he's been pushing it. He's like that, that slow cooked meal, I would say. That's how I would define his career since I've met him. When I first met him, he didn't have all the pieces together. He was, still, I don't even think he was sure he wanted to play Falcon when I first met
Nope,
him.
he was playing Marth, too.
Yeah,
For a
yeah.
short period of time, he was the Lord of the Jungle. He was playing DK.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
But then, he started doing the steps. He really subscribed to the 20GX. I think he had a spreadsheet and was like, doing like recording his results and reaction tech chasing and stuff, and really committing. And he's been trying. He's been really giving it a serious go for the last year or two. But it's like, again, like that fine meal in the oven. It's not quite yet. Not quite yet. But now I feel in my stomach. I have this feeling he's like at that point where it's like maybe he's ready now.
I mean, he's been ascending, and I think the breaking point is beating Stango. In Philly, you've made it when you beat Stango, right?
Yeah.
Because very few people have ever done it.
Exactly.
What was it with R2D-Lu, who was once one of our best players? It was like a
It was like a-
game winning streak or more, right, for
Yeah.
Stango?
And he was already making an international splash. You know,
Yeah,
he had those.
beaten Axe at that point.
Yeah.
So that's a big moment for Panos, and we'll see how he does against Bones. He's down to stock right now.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
here's
this
that
is
combo
a
game
tough
once again.
mountain to climb, to be quite honest.
And here's the thing with Bones, is he gets stuck in that shine off the stage and is not able to follow up. He still jumps out of it after the fact and gets it back to send Panos to the top platform. So it's just, he's really good at picking up on his combo mistakes. There's something you don't see from all the
Yeah,
Falcos.
it's like he techs in real life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like he makes a mistake or something, and he's just like, oh, I've recovered.
And Bones, like, of all the players in the room, may have the most reps. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Bones has been around the block.
He's a traveling man for sure.
Yep, just out spaces the crouch cancel shine, gets crouch canceled again. Looks like that's a big part of the game plan for Bones.
Oh, he
Powerful stop
almost
from
got the reset on the single hit there. That would have been sick.
Bones trying to slowly work his way out of the corner with aerials. Actually ends up getting a combo for his trouble.
Yeah, this is. I have a somewhat controversial, or I had a controversial opinion about this matchup for a long time.
What's that?
I used to say this matchup was 70-30.
In whose favor?
Yeah, I used to say it. Now I don't think it's
In
70.
Falco's favor?
Oh yes, I used to think that this was just like super bad.
Well, I think a lot of things have been done for Falcon in this matchup to bring it closer, right?
Yeah.
I believe that the
Now
way the meta
it's
was back however many years ago, that might have been the case. It looked like
Yeah.
it looked like Falco was not going to lose to Falcon.
Yeah, like that was back when like before like even the hacks
This
golden
combo
era.
is nuts.
And I mean, somebody honestly needs to stop this man. Like he's a monster. so,
That was
so
crazy.
somebody stop him. Like, oh my godness. Oh, wait a minute.
Covers it all, including
Wait
the side B. That's
a
what the
minute.
weak for, right?
Johnny stock? Wait, panty stock. Can we get a panty stock? Wait a minute.
Panayotis gets the read.
Oh, the panty stock. He overcommits, and oh
Oh.
my god, that was so tragic.
Crowd starts to go nuts. Panos smiles a little bit. He know he had a good shot at the end that maybe he didn't expect. That's the thing about Falcon. He's so scary, always ready
I
to
know,
explode into the lead. That's why the people love him so much, right?
Yeah, it's that what you saw there, and I think it's another reason why people love playing Falcon, because it's like a circular like cycle. You know, people love him for that, even though he didn't win.
Yep.
That's like the extra boost that you get as a Falcon main. You know, a morale boost. He's the people's champ. What can I say? I really got some momentum going there at the end of that game. If he can build on that somehow, maybe break the rhythm of Bones, or at least get this edge guard. Not quite.
So
Wizzy would have got it.
I think one of the fundamental ways that you'll play any Falcon matchup is determined by how you play against the laser. Panos seems to be quite simple. He stays somewhat far away, and then he either moves forward or backward, either with a dash. That depends what he's reading. If he's reading something like an aerial, a drift back aerial or something from Bones, he will dash back and then try to get a grab or something to punish. If he's expecting something more passive, like another laser or something, we saw him before. He dashed out of laser forwards and did an up air and got himself the advantage. So Panos knows what he needs to do to beat any particular option.
Woo!
Single
That
hit
was
there.
OD.
The twinkle toes.
That was actually crazy.
I know you guys can hear Stango, so I have to repeat what he said.
You know, he kind of reminds me of like a baby nun, dude. Where like he does like these efficient, like every once in a while, like he does these efficient 20 GX things, and then every once in a while he'll just do something crazy.
I can see it.
It's like a mix.
Wow, doing the Wheel of Fortune on his way down from these plats. A little bit of pullback on the side B.
Yeah.
Wow, falls
Ooh.
to the platform. A really clean down up air on the way down.
Yeah, he actually like mistimed and misspaced his knee a bit. He had the right read, the tech in place. Oh, okay. That was interesting. See, Bones looked like an idiot right there. But what he actually realized is he probably wasn't going to make it back, and he thought he could bring him down with him, right?
Yep. I think Panos needs a big stock now. He was close the last game, but I'm sure he doesn't want to go down 2 full stocks again.
Yeah, because he's still leading behind, making a mistake.
Or 1 full stock.
So, I needed the beak. Oh, wow, he gets sniped. All right.
Yep, and a full stock down again is Panos. We keep talking about Panos, but Bones is laying it on.
Yeah.
His combo game, like we were saying, has just been incredible.
Yeah, it's just very consistent.
thing is, Bones is a player who isn't only going for the big party starters.
Yes.
Like he knows when he needs to do a defensive aerial to keep Panos off of him. Big fan of first hit up air, as you know. Wow, teleports to the other side with side B.
All
Covers
right.
the whole edge with down air, and Bones is up 2-0 against Panos.
Yeah, at this point, Bones is already starting to count the winner side money.
Yeah, I'm sure Bones is definitely more afraid, or not more afraid, thinks he's a better shot against Panos than Stango. A lot of people expected Stango to be in this spot, and I bet you Bones feels a lot different. But coming from winners, no matter who reaches them, Bones has a chance to take the tournament.
Yeah.
And this is looking like it could be a Bones tournament today.
Yeah, things are kind of aligning a bit. I mean, I don't want to count panties out just yet.
He's got a long way to go. I mean, he has been playing pretty wisely, I think.
Yeah, it's just when you lose neutral as Falcon against Falco, it just feels bad.
Yeah, I mean, there was really like 2 neutral-ish interactions there, and the crucial one where Panties could have got the big hit, or Panos, pardon me. Panos could have got the big hit. Bones backed up just a little bit and was able to get a huge punish, and that really just turned the game around right at the beginning.
All right.
Okay, sort of a misplay from Bones. Gets need.
Yeah, that's GG. It's still like what you have to keep in mind is even though there's these amazing Falcon hype plays that are happening, Bones has just been up the track kind of the whole game, and wow.
Just siphons him into the blast zone from off stage.
He definitely got vortexed into a down air. I just feel like there's too many situations as Falcon when you're just losing against Falco. It's just it's a rough life.
Gets a jab reset. Panos able to roll away. Kneeing center stage. Yeah, he really wants to
the
get him
knee
off.
finds him.
We need to clean up some more edge guards if you're a Panos fan, right?
Yes.
Because the conversion rate has not been what you need it to be for the amount of times Panos has been winning neutral.
Yes, and to be honest, to follow up on what we all kind of know about this matchup is like your conversion rate has to be 100%, basically. You can't, that can't happen, basically. But it will happen for Bones. Congratulations to him taking winner's side. He will be waiting in grand finals for the winner of this upcoming the winner of the upcoming match.
Yeah, we'll set the stage. Bones is currently waiting in grand finals. Panos moves down to losers finals, and our losers semis match coming up next is Stango versus SluG. So we're going to see more Marth Ices, the second one we've seen today.
SluG, I don't know against Nagy early on, right? It wasn't the worst. It wasn't like a whooping, but it was a convincing win. Yes.
Who was the better player in that set?
Now Stango, who is, I guess in a way, returning to Melee in a broad sense. He hasn't been playing as much tournament play in recent times.
He's been getting that holiday pay, I heard. Time and a half, working on Thanksgiving. He's a working man now. He was once like a young boy with a lot of promise, and now he's an older adult male
with no promise.
With
No,
no
I'm just
promise
kidding.
whatsoever. Exactly.
No, Stango's obviously an amazing player.
Yes.
So I actually have no idea how the set's going to go. Normally, I would give the advantage to Stango, right? But SluG is very much in practice, and he has been making waves. A lot of people are saying he's going to be in the top 100 this year. That being said, I believe Stango is on the top 100 for 2019, right? Like the 2018.
Yeah, he was like Mr. whatever. What they call him, Mr. He called himself Mr. 50 or something, 64, whatever the heck he was.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'll be honest, I don't remember. But I remember it was his Twitter handle for a long time.
Because he had a pretty legendary Genesis run, right?
Yeah, he did.
Even taking Mango to the brink.
And he did well at some other tournaments. I would have to say that I personally would give the advantage to SluG just because I normally just give, like when there's like kind of close, I always give the edge to the person who's just been doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the fact that it's ices doesn't hurt either, right? If you're a little rusty, this is the wrong matchup to be just a little rusty.
You're right. You don't want to be rusty in any match, but especially not one where you can just die.
It's a punishing matchup. It's a very punishing matchup. This is an interesting situation because, in a way, Stango has the advantage right now when it comes down to characters. But obviously, SluG with a huge % lead.
Yeah, so one that can be closed with a couple of neutral wins from the Marth side, but Wow, that was a super committed forward smash.
Yeah, really goes for a read when I don't think you necessarily need it. I think down tilt enables you to still cover that. And just slowly playing against and working off prediction
That
confirmation.
forward smash on the other hand. All right, he went for the Ultima Scout. And like Ultima Scout, he fails.
Wow.
I'm OD. Shouts to Tim. But I thought about it and was like, wait, let's not do the Ultima Scout again.
Ultima Scout somewhere screaming like, just down air him.
I know. Or you can charge neutral B, which I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah. So a narrow advantage for Stango.
You don't even need that. Is that even really a wobble?
And it's vanished. No, it's more just like to make sure that everything's set up right. Yeah.
I know. It's just.
Oh, really wants to tip
Wow.
Nana there. Not
We
able
get
to
it, dude.
instant mash. Stango very proud of his mashing.
Get it.
He scrubs the dish, you know what I mean?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
one of
he
those
scrubs
guys.
that dish really hard.
Yeah, I think that was a player input Nana down smash. So SluG aware that even though his Popo got hit, he can still down smash with Nana. One thing I have to commend SluG on, it was a while, I didn't get to mention it before. When there's a Nana throw, he's really worked out, another wobble, he's really worked out at what percents, which follow-ups he should go for, what he should be ready for. There have been times when his Nana got a grab somewhat far away, and he just swooped in with a forward smash earlier on this game. And a lot of other ICs would have tried to start a wobble or something when it wasn't necessary. He knows what he needs to do to get the KO more consistently.
He's really labbed that out.
Yeah, I mean, if you improve the
Interesting.
if you improve the
He just
punish game-
ignored Nana entirely.
I guess he doesn't want to give Popo the opportunity to up B. But that's going to do the trick. We have a tie game in game one. Stango
Yeah.
versus SluG, the old number one versus the new, right?
Yeah, you saw Nana decide to taunt there.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool story when you think about it. Stango, for a long time, the number one player in Philly, SluG the current. So this is like Return of the King versus the current guy on the throne.
So it's basically like Long Live the King or Return of the King. Like that's going to be the headline.
Yeah. You're not kidding. Because he called himself the King of Philly for a long time, and honestly, with good reason. He was totally undefeatable, totally untouchable for a long time.
Yeah, he was like, it was like not even close anymore. It got to the point, actually, where a lot of people would just be like, I'm not coming today. Why not? Stango's going to win. It was that kind of dominance.
Or it'd be like, you got second, you basically won, right?
Yeah. There was a huge fight for second at one point, and that's game one,
Yeah.
barring a miracle.
And the current
I feel
king
like
lives
there's
another game.
one person in that audience that is the whole audience.
I can't see who it is either.
I don't know.
I
But
thought
sometimes
we were
one
going
person.
to be on this projector back here.
Hmm?
I thought we were going to be on this projector back
I
here.
thought so too, to be honest.
I guess we
but
don't
we
really
weren't.
need it. We got enough space. Going to Battlefield again for game two. Pulling a Chem. Going to Battlefield twice in a row against ICs. Having a hard time playing the platformer here. Takes 14 damage. Now there's something to be said for doing a different amount of damage to both Popo and Nana. That way if you hit them both with the same move, they go different distances.
That is true. You kind of have to keep track. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Saves
Still
her.
saves. Yeah, but
She's
that's
done.
it. Yep, and you grab and hold so that Popo can't up B and bring Nana back to the stage.
Oh, wow. Unnecessary, but, maybe necessary.
Yeah, I don't know if you can drift back to the stage or not as ICs. They have pretty bad aerial drift.
Yeah, you could have just tapped A, but, wanted to put a little statement on it.
Destale the rest of the moves,
Yeah,
Okay, does crouch cancel grab as Marth against ICs? That is scary.
Oh, sorry. That jab was funny, dude. Every once in a while, Nana with 5 million IQ plays. All right.
Wow. Just walks in time. And I think that SluG Keenly, I'm not even sure if this was fully conscious or not, delayed the first jab so that the hit stun would still be locked until Nana got there.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool idea because, you can't wiggle out while you're in hit stun. That's the whole.
Oh, no.
Wow. That's the reason that the wobble works the way it does. Is Stango going to go out in 4th place in a Philly tournament?
I mean, it's too close to say that, but, you know,
I'm
he's
just saying,
certainly
it's a
making the right choices to end up not winning.
It's a distinct possibility right now. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
it
sure
is.
everyone thought Stango was the odds-on favorite to win this whole thing.
Yeah.
He has
But-
a long road ahead of him.
SDs like that are not going to do it. And so far, from what we've seen on stream, SluG has managed to beat everybody who's SD'd against him. So, you know.
SluG did SD himself the last set, too. So.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But overcoming the adversity.
Yep, and you see this a lot in particular in the Marth matchup, the sort of desync Blizzard ice block. You may force Marth to play a bit of a platformer and find his way in slowly.
And he will. He will. Like, I think a lot of the times we have to remember as Marth in these kind of matchups is you can play the clock.
Yeah,
Like, you have a lot of time.
You're actually the one who told me you don't necessarily plan on timing them out, but you play it like you're going to, and then just let them get hit.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they're going to make, like, Marth disjointed.
Uh-oh. That was interesting.
Yeah. So that's one of the situations where you're not sure which side Nando's Downer is going to hit on. So the DI is actually a little bit ambiguous.
Yeah. One more grab, and
Wow, Nano doing work to push Stango off stage. Almost got the stock for SluG, too. Wow.
yeah, that was.
It's been a good Nano this game.
66% already. Oh, it didn't get the pivot grab.
Yep, SluG is currently up 2-0. Stango on the brink of defeat, and you're sure at this point that he has a whole lot of thoughts going through his head. He's one of those people who expects to be the best when he comes here. Will this mark a big turnaround from him? Is his mentality broken? I mean, I guess this is where we find out.
I mean, he did decide to go to Dreamland.
And you can see we were talking about it in the set versus Chem. That's the Smash DI you want versus the Blizzard. You get up and away really, really fast. Yeah, goes to Dreamland. I guess not always necessarily considered the strongest stage for
Ooh,
Marth in the matchup, but
this is looking really good for SluG.
yeah, SluG looking like the old king. Definitely going to fall to the current one. This regime is just more powerful, at least at the present moment.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the war isn't over, but SluG has won several battles at this point. And he's winning this one.
And this is probably the last battle in the war.
Yeah,
the way things are
potentially.
looking,
So,
yeah, Stango's psyche, I imagine, cannot afford to take much more damage to this Sopo. Playing it very safe, a
For the
couple of
watch.
down tilts. Slices in. Still alive.
for the watch. All right, he's done.
And we're to 3 stocks apiece here in Game 3.
Yeah, only 20%. All things considered, that outcome wasn't too bad considering what went down. That's
Yeah.
it. Another stock going. Now he's got the wobble kind of long now.
Stango's hat is still on, but he's doing the frustrated fist pump. You know when his hat comes off that he's really shaking, right? You know what I mean? He throws the hat away. Yeah, Stango gets a little afraid there, gets himself out, does not want to get wobbled again. That was really scary.
Put himself in serious risk,
It's
though.
a good thing he auto-cancel grabbed, or it could have been bad. And
Yeah.
SluG is one of those players who saw that happen. On the next auto-cancel nair, you know he's going to do an overshot one, right? We've seen that so many times from him this set, this tournament, including against Bones.
And there it is. You cannot shield that.
Yep. The shield DI will not get you far enough away.
And that's something that Stango probably knows in the back of his head. Again,
I think
it's-
he was already shielding is the thing.
Yeah.
But the thing
it's-
is, like, you don't have much reason to shield against the ICs, right?
no.
Like, what are you going to shield, the
Like
grab?
honestly, the block isn't that bad. Like it's not. If you get hit with a block, fine.
Yeah.
At this point, SluG is just looking for all kinds of trades.
yeah.
You know, if there's a situation where he can get damage on Stango, he's going to.
I mean, it's also just like a mountain to climb for Stango. So I think this is really.
I'd say he's got it like. He can't take more than like 60%, right?
And I mean, dashing through SluG right there is really, really frightening. Barely spaces that nair well enough that he doesn't get grabbed. Really playing on the razor's edge. And now you can see SluG is reaching for that grab. He wants to end this right now.
Yeah, I think he can kind of he can kind of sense that victory is at hand.
Stango playing extra patient now. He still has several minutes
Gets
left.
grabbed. What a mash.
Yeah, super fast mash. Not even one jab gets out.
Oh, that was scary.
Scary spot dodge.
I was scared. I'm scared. I'm still scared.
Playing so much safer now than he was before. Stango obviously quite shaken, but maybe the change of pace is exactly what he needs
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is how he should have probably played
the whole time.
at the start, but you know.
Well, also it can throw off the other player when you start to change the pace. And Marth is
Ooh.
undoubtedly.
All
the
right,
one
so
who
he took less than 60%. This is kind of exactly what he needed, but
still,
is it too late?
Yeah, still a lot of things. Knock him down, knock him off stage, get him grabbed just like this. What's the follow-up? Is he going to wave dash on the platform? No, gets an up air.
Ooh. He's dead. Oh my God.
He grabs it, not able to get a follow-up.
Oh, that
he gets
forward
grabbed.
smash was
Does he
not
get
safe.
out? Nana was too far away.
96%.
Down tilting.
That roll. Oh my God. Down smash is going to take it.
Yeah, it should be an easy edge guard at this point. Yeah, can't
And
even
that's
make it
going to
back.
do it.
SluG ends up taking the set 3-0 in what is a close game 3. Stango getting fourth in Philadelphia, something you don't see very often.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Definitely been a while. SluG is walking away.
I'm concerned
he
for
was
that guy.
I thought he was up next. Oh, it's Panos? Is it not? Was I wrong about the bracket? I think so.
He might just be taking a break, you know.
Yeah, it could be.
There was somebody who was yelling so loud. And whenever you distinguish yourself as a crowd supporter in a tense set, sometimes people just give you the eye like, I'm going to smack you.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned that somebody might do it.
Oh, looks like SluG went to get his water bottle
Okay,
from
that makes
earlier.
sense. I've had people give me that eye before.
Yeah,
As a
I've
guy yelling in the audience.
I've gotten it a bunch of times. I've gotten some words.
There are people who've had some choice things to say about me that were not particularly friendly.
Yeah.
They weren't particularly nice. They weren't kind words.
Yeah, it looks like SluG taking a lap around the venue.
Stretch his legs a bit.
Yeah, gather himself because he has potentially 2 more sets to go. Potentially 3.
Yeah, understandable.
Panos going to do a little bit of a hand warmer for us. See if he does the edge cancels on the top plat again. It's always fun to watch. Can't get the third one. SluG returns to the stream setup once again. We're in for some ice climbers versus Falcon. Way back in the day, the matchup was knee and side B, and this was considered along with Peach Icy's worst matchup. We've come a long way since then.
Well, I think part of that is due to the fact that most of the data was, compiled by Shootout, who I think had a specific mental block against Falcon.
Well, it was Ozin was.
Yeah, it was
repeatedly
that.
going
It was
Falcon and
that.
destroying
That
him.
set. I mean, we just talked about somebody yelling in the audience. It was that legendary set that you can see in a bit of it in the documentary, where Chillin's yelling so loud.
Yeah, and I mean they were buds, but.
And
That's how it
Falcon
is.
just takes his soul.
Oh, maybe they weren't buds at that point. Actually, come to
But
think
yeah,
of it.
things have changed.
We're getting into it on Fountain of Dreams.
Sometimes nightmares.
Yeah, you can see trying to stomp through the platform. Classic Falcon strategy here.
Mhm.
And it's pretty good. So you can stomp through the platforms when the ice climbers are like a wave dash distance away, and it works like a drag back aerial with the added benefit that they can't like forward air you even. A knee on Nana, not going to KO, and Panos is way off the stage. One of those down smashes connects. A little bit of missed timing. Not worried about Nana just yet. Trying to get the KO on Popo. I would approve if it had worked.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it goes in those situations where you make that decision.
Because I feel like he could have gotten the KO on Popo, and it might have been the right choice. I actually like it. You have to know sometimes when to go for Popo. Even if mission 1 is to KO Nana first, you can just get Popo.
Sometimes you got to call an audible, right?
Especially when Popo's in a position to defend Nana, you have to like really play the mix up on who you're going to go after. Yep,
right.
up air. This guy knows his follow-ups. Count on that. Tie game here in game 1.
Not a tied game any longer.
Nope. Wobble for SluG. Looks like he's going to go up 3 stocks to 2.
Is there another kill setup in the game where like you're 100% certain the person is dead more than a wobble?
No.
No.
Pikachu's chain grab?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Spaceys? It's close.
Yeah, it's you're like, oh, that's gone. What a grab.
Yep.
What a knee right there from Paneotis.
You can definitely, like, always.
Oh, wow, Phantom.
You can definitely always get that knee versus the up B like that. The timing is just that which you need to work out.
All right, nice patience, Panis, Paneas. I don't even know how to say his name anymore, dude.
Say Panos. That's his tag. P-A-N-O-S, Panos.
Ah.
Another wobble platform, not going to break it up.
And this is a big moment right here for I keep wanting to call him Panties, but he's definitely not.
SluG seems quite aware of when there's a knockdown, and a jab, like reset to grab, would be good. But the best thing is actually, the best thing is actually the down smash zone, because Janana's not going to get there in time, so he goes for the damage.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that could have just been like an interesting strategical play. You know, maybe I'll beat them. But I imagine he wants that stage out of the way so you don't have to play it again. And we're on the battlefield.
I think Falcon just kind of suffers in the stage striking in this matchup a little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
Just a teeny bit.
I love how Falcon looks whenever he mashes out. He's like, you know.
Whoa, what happened to me?
Oh.
Drop down knee on Nana.
That shield drop knee was very well placed.
Up airs, now off the stage. Is he going to trade his own stock for Nana's? Not quite. We get the stomp. Really scoots his way out of there, does SluG.
Oh, but he eats the wheel of pain for his troubles. Oh, wow.
The crowd gasped just like what I did in my head.
Oh, he's going for it again, dude.
I think just knee might kill there, though, right?
Yeah, he could have just did that, but, you know. What's the style, right?
Got to get the crowd back behind you again after that last set. You saw exactly what the crowd could do.
That's a stock.
It is a stock, yeah.
If you go to thatisastock.com, you'll see that.
Panos, I think at this point in his career, typically unshaken by wobbles.
Yeah, there was a time where I think wobbling has broken everybody at one point, right? The most famous is the Sad Meets King at like Genesis 5, right? Or was it 4?
I know which one you're talking about. He's
the 10 dude?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah. And you see his soul leave his body.
Yeah, Panos, though, unfazed now. I think he's done a lot for his mentality.
Well, as somebody masterfully pointed out, Captain Falcon has his own wobble. It just takes place off the ground.
Yeah.
And ends in a rest. And there was the rest. He drops the air wobble, actually, and puts himself in a bad spot.
Saying the rest was history, but
I thought about it, but you know. Oh, that's bad. That's probably death. Oh, wait, never mind. Never, ever count out Falcon's fade back. Knee?
Just cannot KO this Popo. Took no damage on the way, though, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We're at 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah, only 57, not too bad, you know. Oh, okay.
Okay, he reads the roll in.
Wow, nobody got hit by that side B.
It looks like in close quarters, Panos is actually doing very well against the Ices. Despite how frightening it is, he keeps consistently winning that spot. Goes for the
he
second knee, doesn't get it.
over-committed. But actually, you know what? Never mind.
Calculated.
That was like a
He knew
one
he
of
was
those
making it.
surprising like Las Vegas weddings that actually lasted 30 years. Thought it was an overcommitment. Found love in a strange place. All right, that's going to be the stock.
Last stock in game 2. You know, Panos super wants to win this. He's also going to have to win a couple games on FD.
Oh,
Okay,
he just
side B.
Superman's to the out of the way.
Yeah, luckily it was on the side platform and not on the ground. Yeah, not.
Yeah,
the
this
best.
is-
Oh.
Oh,
Still
wait a
keeps it
minute.
going.
Did he just switcheroo him
He
mid
did.
wobble?
I
This
guess.
guy a legend. All right, so Pennies now has to win 3 games straight, basically, or he's going home with third place prize money.
Panos is going to take a moment between the games because I know how he is. Just wanted to reset, think about what happened. Knows what he has to do. Gets the grab. And he's been playing so good in close quarters. I hope that he works his way in more frequently than he did in the past 2 games. That being said, when things don't work out, those grabs are deadly.
Huh. Oh, yeah. I actually wasn't sure who got kneed there.
I like the lingering knee hitbox and putting out the up air, making sure that he can't get back.
All right. Paneas with a good start here.
Panos avoids the grab that time. You can see he's playing the platforms a little more too, I think, right? Seems to be a common theme. Whenever people start losing against the Ices, at least against SluG, it seems like they've been going to the platform more as their fallback. Knees both of them. That is a meaty sound.
Yeah, he.
Yep, just get rid of Nana. He up B's. Interesting.
That was probably a missed input.
Yeah, I would think so. He loses his stock for it, really.
Yeah, but it's like he's got a one-on-one now against Sopo. Life could be worse.
Life could definitely be worse. Looks like he might be ready
Falcon
to
punch?
take that stock now.
Oh, I was thinking Falcon Punch. See ya.
I thought the platform was pretty obtainable. I don't know.
Say that again?
I thought that platform was pretty obtainable. I'm surprised he charged the down smash.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I was thinking something way dumber. And speaking of dumber, sometimes it just kind of feels like, I don't know, sometimes it feels like you don't do anything particularly wrong. Like, it's not like you do something dumb, per se, but you just end up in a wobble.
I think if you break it down a little more, it happens more against players like SluG. Because in that case, I think he was reading a little bit of backward movement or an aerial in place. And he sort of did like a little bit of a, I want to call it an overshot grab. You know, like he grabs. He doesn't just try to grab the character. He grabs a particular option.
Yeah, but there we saw the return wobble into a rest. And just like that, Padeas in the lead again.
A big combo. Yeah, knees Nana out of the way. It's all about a wrap now.
Yeah, this is... All right, you're definitely not getting that follow-up. See ya.
Okay, on the board. 2-1 in SluG's favor. Panos knows he's going to FD. He knows he's going to have to play different than he has been. He used the platforms to great effect in the earlier stocks of that Game 3.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see how he changes up his gameplay on FD. The sort of like pullback stomp, we're going to Yoshi's. The sort of a pullback stomp from, you know what, there are Ices that don't like FD versus Falcon. Then because the slide back is just so intense. Wow, really punishes the stomp through the platform. Not able to get the grab after the fact, though. Big knee. Still comboing this Popo. Almost does ping pong back across the stage again.
I think this is an interesting concession.
What's that?
Well, earlier I made a comment, or earlier in the day, I think it was well, there's a wobble. I said that sometimes you got to concede stages that are perceived as your best stage. And earlier we saw, like, obviously Marth, who normally goes to FD, doesn't want to go to FD against Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
And here we have Ice Climbers are like the rulers of that stage, and what the heck is happening here?
What's happened here is a second wobble.
And it appears that SluG is actually a super genius for picking this stage.
Yeah, he's got a big lead. And it's kind of counterintuitive to me. He must have picked up on something that I did, because to me, like I was saying, I thought the scramble was often favoring Panos when they got close together. Maybe it's just more often, but the risk reward isn't there. Because when he does this like stomp and then has the potential to get a big punish, that's all well and good. But if he loses that mix-up, it's a wobble and he just dies, right? So perhaps SluG has that in mind, that actually being close, even though he loses, let's say he loses the scramble 60% of the time, but when he wins, he's killing 100, right?
Right.
So it could be worthwhile. The reward just outweighs the amount of reps you need.
And maybe he saw something in the previous game also. Ooh.
If I could make one change in this game, it would be to make Icy's wave dash sound Falco's full hop sound.
I could see that. Oh, wow. And this is looking a bit grim.
Oh, another forward smash. It's all over.
I think this is a wrap. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's the start of a 3-stock comeback?
Knees. On knees. On
Maybe.
Knees.
And this is for sure the end.
Yep. SluG going to take it 3-1. He has to win 2 more sets. He's won 2, and there's 2 to go.
Yep.
He's going to win the tournament. It's going to be him versus Bones again, a rematch from earlier. Bones came out on top. I believe it was 3-1 that set. Can't see.
We can't see. What happened?
We can't see. No, well, there's a notepad on top of the stream.
Yeah, can you close the... There we go.
Thanks. Yeah, so Bones in the last set that they played was using the platforms to great effect. It looked like he was just dodging the lunge distance that SluG liked to employ. So for all of the times that SluG would do that somewhat unique overshooting bear down smash or grab where he tries to really read the backward movement from someone when he scares them and gets a little bit closer than maybe he ought to be. Bones was ready for that. He was doing the defensive aerials. So he looks like he has a really strong game plan versus the Ices. Playing a game where he can escape whenever he wants as long as there's platforms. So we'll threaten something with a jump on a prediction. When he confirms that SluG has committed to an option, he'll punish it. And if he does not, he confirms that he needs to go to a platform and escape. So he's just playing a somewhat reactionary style.
Well, I think you have to keep in mind, during a time period where Ice Climbers versus Falco was like being abandoned completely, Bones kept playing this matchup in a region that at one point held both Chudat and Nintendo.
And many more Ice Climbers
And others
as well. Yeah,
that weren't even like at that level, but they were also pretty good.
There's still a bunch of pretty good
and
ones.
there still are.
There's still a ton of good ICs in MDVA.
So I guess my point is it's hard to show him something he hasn't seen before. Get kicked.
Something he's seen many times before, even in the previous set, is Nana getting KO'd fast.
Yes. It felt like that had some extra sting to it.
Hey, this is Grand Finals. I don't think we mentioned that.
This is a grand opening to Grand Finals, and that was a grand back air.
And Bones is having a grand time, up 1 stock over SluG in Game 1. Yeah.
Wow, and he just takes her out like fast food.
This time he gets it. We saw him miss that in the winter set.
Yeah, it actually looked kind of foolish. I remember because it's she just drifted over here and he just up B's into nothing.
Yep, Bones combo game, still looking good. It was looking good against Panos in the Falco matchup, punishing really hard against the Ices as well.
If anybody is like mapped out like how to combo anybody, it's Bones. Wow, he is on fuego.
Yeah, my guy is cooking. He did the side B onto the plat and then gets a punish.
Okay.
Fortunately, not able to finish the stock, but man, this guy is moving.
There are some people who like they get iced out just by having to wait to play grand finals, and it doesn't look like Bones is having that problem. So he is getting tech chased right now.
And it looks like SluG still has control. Only 30-something damage from all that work. But you know, my man is still going.
Yep.
Yep, easy forward smash is going to take the stock. Okay, looks like he was waiting for a defensive option, and he's going to try to snipe it. We've seen that from SluG a few times. He sort of stands right in front of him, tries to bait something. Yeah, Ices do not have that many great options behind them, so Bones content to sit behind their shield sometimes.
Oh, baiting out the shield grab right there. That was beautiful. Setting him up for the down tilt.
He goes for the back air, too, on the combo to really separate them.
Gets grabbed, and see ya.
Yeah, they just happen to be synced up enough. SluG recognizes.
Wait a minute. Did he get his percents wrong? That never happens. But he's dead. Be that as it may.
He was still dead. Falco's recovery not long enough to really make an attempt at that one. Both Ices off the stage. Teleports Nana away from the forward smash. Scary spot for Bones. Playing the platforms again. Drop down laser. Looks like we finally get a power shield from SluG. Haven't seen any of that yet.
Yeah, that was like the first one that I can remember seeing.
Nana must have been at a high percent. She disappeared.
All right, good DI, but I think he's still dead. Yep.
Yeah, Bones' platform movement has been really smooth.
I mean, it was always pretty good, but it feels like it's especially good now.
Yeah, I mean, it's really making the difference. Not able to finish off Nana there. That would have been all but over for game one.
Yeah, as long as Nana's around, Ice Climbers can kind of, they always have that comeback factor. I mean, we've seen great things with Sopo, but it's like definitely not the norm.
Yeah, just keeps Popo occupied long enough that Nana cannot be saved. Bones with the somewhat convincing game one. He is ready to win no Jawns.
Yes, he is. He's poised to take it at this point. Again, you don't want to, count your money ahead of time, but because this can happen. Whoa, good DI.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. And I mean, if you are SluG, you need to win this game. I think this is where you make your stand, because the last thing you want is to have to win, do a 3-0 comeback, and then also have to beat Bones in another set after that. That just sounds too hard.
It does. I mean, I'll honestly, I think if Bones wins, there's a good chance that he just wins 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you lose this game, it's over. Fortunately for SluG, he gets the wobble and is off to a decent start.
I mean, maybe not 3-0. You do have to win on the stage twice, but, it's certainly a heavy blow.
Yeah, dash attack really strong on FD. Charges it up. Put some stank on it. Jeez.
That was so funny, dude. Poor Nana, dude. If only she wasn't blind. I realize she can't see. It's kind of unfortunate.
Wow,
oh, okay.
Able to sync up the wobble on a pretty awkward timing. SluG's going to go up in game two.
One thing's for sure, SluG has some soul because he's able to just catch the rhythm.
Yeah, that's for sure. That one was a little bit arrhythmic at the beginning, right? It could definitely be mashed out of.
Yeah. But he definitely got himself. He managed to fine-tune things, get in rhythm, and take the stock.
Ice blocks mixed. You can see the grab coming out from SluG. Mini follow-up with the up air. Not able to get much more. To get like a proper follow-up with the Ice Climbers in that spot really requires kind of a read.
And
I like laser forward tilt game. Forward tilt, a really powerful move from Falco. Just doesn't do that much damage, that much knockback, or set up for combos. But
it's pretty good.
As far as just winning neutral, pretty damn good.
Yeah, laser forward tilt is quite amazing. All right, but 98% right now. SluG possibly positioning himself to take this game and position himself to maybe be a real threat going down the stretch. But Bones is not trying to have any of that. But too bad he gets grabbed again right by that popped collar, and he's going to get wobbled.
Yeah, I think that the down air was just a little bit early. He was really close to being able to connect it to Shine to keep himself safe, but not quite. Shine, wave, dash, grab. Knocks Nana off the stage, but not going to keep her off.
Yeah, she's not even going particularly far from these back airs.
Yeah, Nana, SluG is just getting these, like...
That was like, I feel like he just stole home, dude. He just slid in. I can see the dust on his kneecaps.
Wow, they got kicked.
All right, he's just pulling out the choo-choo train now. Managed the down tilt out of what looked like it was going to be a jab grab setup. Uh-oh, dash attack. That could be crucial. No jump. Forward smash.
Attack, yeah.
Game 2 going to SluG.
All right, SluG needed that one. We're now 1-1 in the set.
Yeah.
And it looks like he has Bones playing a little bit off kilter.
Yeah.
There's a fairly uncharacteristic high down air directly at him. Maybe it was meant to be a cross up, because cross up down air is really strong for Falco, right?
Yes,
But,
one of his best tools.
If SluG does like a sort of bit of a slow dash and then a shield like he did to get stops a little bit earlier than expected, and he forces that kind of high aerial, that's a good way to get a wobble. So I think that was one particularly strong moment in Game 2. Off to Yoshi's story we go for Game 3. Pachyderm giving both players a hand.
I mean, it did feel like SluG had to sort of clutch out a game on what's probably going to be his most favorable stage. So that does have me a little bit concerned. But what has me more concerned was that atrocious DI. And SluG's going to take an early lead right now in Game 3. Which, of course, if you're a SluG fan, this is what you want to see. Wow, beautiful tech chase. I appreciate the change in mentality. I do notice whenever SluG is up, he's immediately willing to start going for trades, especially when he's got a stock lead. That was crisp. And wow.
We'll see how he does with a 2-stock lead here. Hopefully he gets a little bit more with his Sopo. Here comes Randall.
Yeah, Randall not going to be able to make a huge difference, but still a complete stock lead. That's got to be boosting the morale. Okay.
Takes a percent in the blast zone. Went so high for that Nana KO.
I feel like if you're SluG right now, you know the Sopo has to do work.
You can see a little change of pace from Bones. I think he's hit that turbo button once again.
Oh, but that little miscue right there going for the full hop waveland.
Yeah, that's what happens when you miss that platform movement that was so good for Bones earlier.
Boom. And this is what you needed. If you were SluG, you definitely needed to get in this work here. And he's still on the clock. He's definitely worked a 16-hour shift.
This is Bones' counterpick, right? Doesn't look like
yes,
it.
he counterpicked. It definitely. It looks like a SluG thank you pick.
I do feel like the tech chase for Sopo is a little bit better here, because so often the like the roll out option is non-existent because of the short stage space.
If he was.
Nana gone again. Are we going to get a punish? Nope. SluG not able to follow up after that. Oh, gets deleted by the
he
forward
just
smash.
Missed the whole stage.
I feel like he
Wow.
would have been able to tech it if not for the slant, because he like just sailed right over it.
Yeah,
right?
I think he was aiming for the slant, so that caused him to like DI even further off stage in a way, which is very unfortunate for him, and he's running it right back. Not
Kind
sure
of
I
expected
agree.
him to grab the ledge.
After that, I might like want to try something different, but you know what? He's in Grants for a reason, and so this is potentially the last game, if I recall correctly.
This set, yes, it's currently 2-1 SluG. I know you guys can't see the score on the screen.
Yeah, I mean,
on the
yeah,
screen.
this set. So either we're going to a game 5 of set 1, or we're going to have a reset. And Based on that start, it's looking like a game 5. But, you know, a start is not as important as a finish. Any girl will tell you that.
Wow. What do you mean by that?
I'll tell you when you're older, Johnny.
Jeez. Are we allowed to say that?
It's, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
All right.
I like the lasers right here from Bones. Ooh. All right, he's busting out the kicks, dude. That was
Wow.
actually quite a Sopo combo.
Yeah, 2 up airs into a forward smash.
Yeah, and even that little move on the right side was brilliant because he faked like he was going to go for the ledge.
Tell him. That said, Bones is up his stock.
Right
not
into his
anymore.
lovely arms.
We have some big SluG fans in the crowd.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Back air catches him. Okay, needed that short, or he was going to get grabbed for sure. Yeah, does not get the L cancel. A little bit late on the forward smash, it looks like.
Yeah, now we see a situation where Bones is starting to lose in these in close scramble positions where he was getting the better of it at first.
Okay, Nana finished once again by the Shine Up B combo. What's that called? There's a name attributed to that, right? Is that the Bomb Soldier?
Yeah, Bomb Soldier.
Yeah.
Yusuke is the first person I ever see do anything like that.
Last stock here potentially for Bones in set 1. Not able to get the grab. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't go for the ledge.
He just went.
Nana's gone.
Oh, and that changes things.
That changes things a lot, or does it? Because honestly, it has been an immaculate Sopo from SluG on Yoshi's story. In these
Yeah, I
last
was going to
few
say,
games.
especially on Yoshi's.
Wow, that a cross-up up air into a down smash, really clever
Oh,
stuff.
and well, game 5.
Yeah, we have game 5 here in set 1. Looks like this one might go the distance. I'm feeling it.
You think we're going to see a reset?
I think we're seeing 10 games.
10 games.
10 games.
10 games. I mean, I'm always down to watch more Melee, right? Especially when there's like, you know, some kind of like a screaming match. I don't know. If people are screaming, that's all I know.
Yeah, that's what you need. On to Pokemon
Stadium?
Stadium, maybe?
All right, going to stadium.
Yep, it's the most FD-like stage. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, you don't want to give Falco that tri-plat, so, you
I
know.
mean, do you not? I kind of think Fountain is in contention for a good counterpick for SluG here, judging how things went on Yoshi's story.
Yeah,
But
All right,
good
we got a
start
wobble.
for SluG, yeah.
we have a wobble, ladies and gentlemen.
He moves very well out of the laser, is able to catch Bones a little bit slow, and gets a grab. Laying on the lasers. It's got infinite bullets, so why not?
You might as well use it.
You ever see a fighting game character that doesn't have infinite bullets but a gun? I have, but it just blows my mind. Like Eltnum. Like Eltnum from like...
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. What a read.
Sorry, back to the match. Just blows my mind that they don't have infinite bullets.
See ya.
Yep. Bones with a narrow deficit. He wants to win it right here, right? Like, Ices are stressful enough to play against.
Yes. All right, nice mash. I was starting to wonder if he was going to get out of that in time. Bones looks like he
looming
doesn't have the
above.
patience. Gets jab grabbed into a wobble. Oh, wait. He messed up. He couldn't get the rhythm going. Unfortunate for him.
I think Bones
Very
is-
lucky
I think
if
Bones
you're
is
Bones.
convinced to stay over there now, right?
Yeah, he definitely, you know,
Oh, he did a little
that was
cancel
cute.
on there. Yeah, got the turnaround. Threatened maybe back air or something. Yep.
Not sure that's a trade you want to take in that situation.
SluG was so aware. He was just waiting for him to come down. Knew that there would be something to punish.
Interesting.
Yeah, very little damage on Nana by comparison here. Scrapping with Nana in the corner. Not able to finish the job. Is able to finish the job on Popo, though, so I guess that's all that really matters in the end. That is the optimal play. You laser the Nana because it destales your other moves.
Exactly. And you just get the shooter.
Bomb Soldier not going to finish it off.
Yeah,
at such
not
a low
quite.
percent.
Maybe like 2% off or 3.
The re-grab. SluG
And that's
poised
going
to
to
take
be a
game
stock.
5, right?
Yeah, we are on the verge of a reset, boys. Unless Bones with the endure tag can manage to endure this onslaught. And it kind of looks like he is, actually. Dang, threatening to take this without actually gaining any percent. And he does. That's like eating a messy plate of spaghetti with no stains on your shirt.
Yeah, he reads the waveland onto the stage. Works out well. Wow, an up air read does not able to convert it any farther than that. Reads the
Oh
roll in,
my
but he
God,
didn't
I
believe.
was scared. Oh, this could be huge. The sacred percent has been unlocked. What can he do with it? What can he do with this power? Can he hurl this? I don't know if Falco was born now. He couldn't hold the Infinity
Wow.
Stone.
He hits.
Oh,
one
and
of their
that's
shields.
going to be a reset.
I think he hit Nana Shield and got back aired by Popo.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And so we do have a reset.
Yep, going into set 2. And you know what? I feel like the tide is turning in the favor of SluG, the momentum, where it felt so much in Bones' favor in winners.
Yeah, and then in game 1, it looked like it was just going to maybe be potentially a wild.
Almost like a repeat of the first set.
Yeah,
That is not what it was at all.
not even close. I mean, it was close, which means it wasn't.
I know. The last game was not as close.
That's what makes me feel like SluG is gradually gaining momentum as he goes on.
And this was potentially a huge play.
Yeah, SDI's out, able to get a little bit of punish himself. Ooh, spot dodge, able to get the shine. Spot dodge shine super strong, but just scary to spot dodge against a character that can do this to you.
And that's a wobble. And this is the kind of, I think this is the kind of start you're looking for if you're SluG. You want to keep the momentum going. You want to keep demoralizing him. You want to keep wobbling him. You want him to shake his head, scratch his head. You want him to deep sigh. And you want your friend to scream as loud as he can. This is like everything you need.
That guy still got his voice. He's been going for a long time.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed that he
is
can keep
SluG's
this up.
4th set in a row on stream. He's been on stream for probably almost an hour at this point.
Yeah, and somehow the vocal cords have held up.
Ice block the wrong way.
Yeah, I think that he got it the right way, actually. That might have been another stock.
Down tilt gets both of them. But it's not quite out of it yet. Okay, beautiful shorten. Bones dancing along the top platform. Works his way in with laser shine. Yep, not able to finish up Nana. Was unsure up there.
He keeps running into these smash attacks. And
Yeah, SluG's Popo has, I think, been the story of the set versus Bones, right?
yeah, just too much work, too many good trades, too many great plays. And the Sopo action has actually put him in a spot where he's positioning himself now to take the lead in set 2. And wow.
Yeah.
So now we have a situation where game 1, has been distinguishably different from the winner set and set 1 of grand finals. So that looked like a soul-searching, almost kind of lost Bones. He's got to kind of get his mojo back, you know.
And I think the reason he's lost is he tried to hit the turbo button, right? And honestly, it didn't work out that great. And now he's sort of he doesn't know exactly when to take it slow. It feels like it's either on or off, and never both, right?
Right.
And I mean, if SluG has the read on that, this is a character that you do not want to have a read on your patterns, right?
Yeah, and I mean, at least according to like any anime I've seen, like turbo buttons like that have a cost, right? You know?
Yeah, usually you run out of juice eventually.
Yeah, you turn into Thin All Might, or you know, like the effect that the Kaioken had on Goku's body. You know.
I watched Attack on Titan recently. I don't. This might be a spoiler. I can't spoil that. Never
Oh wait, we can't spoil that.
It's too recent.
Too recent.
It had to do with the Colossal Titan.
Oh, right. Oh, my
the
God.
strategy at the last one with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just finished it recently. Sick. Drop-down laser has been the go-to for Bones to get off the side platform. Well, probably with good reason. Yeah, and you can see he's slowing it down now. See, Bones is such an expert player. He can just feel what he needs to do. The moment we say, like, oh, maybe he should start to slow it down a little bit, that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, but once again, the Sopo with that runaway down smash has just been it's been taking him out left and right.
Yeah, these are the spots I'm talking about. I like the way Bones is playing this Sopo much better.
Yes.
Fade back aerials, sort of threatening the space in front of Sopo so he can't wave dash in freely. Then he's able to convert.
Oh, he tried to down tilt, but gets caught.
Yep, and now he's SDIing out of the down throw regrab setup, which is obviously crucial because you do not want to give free wobbles to your opponent.
That was actually sick.
Oh,
that was a mistake.
The helicopter has crashed.
Yes, we found only 2 dead bodies. One's Falco, and the other one's just made of bones.
Wow.
Ooh. And slowly but surely, you can kind of feel the winner's side money slipping out of the pocket of Bones, just a little bit.
No one's in winners anymore.
Well, yes, they're both in losers, but you know, at one point,
money. Yeah.
the first place money was, I felt like he was counting it a bit. And now maybe even SluG is starting to count these dollars. Yeah, he cannot afford to trade right now. And that was an interesting.
You know, the up smash turned him around so he couldn't punish Nana, huh?
Yeah, that was actually pretty sick.
Okay, he does occupy Popo long enough that Nana is not able to make it back to the stage.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, and almost like a little bit of a confident move right there. It was SluG who initiated that interaction.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't need backup.
Apparently not. Gets a
He
grab.
doesn't need backup.
All the lasers miss. There's no way you're going to make that back, though, right?
No.
We're on the last stock, and just like we were in this situation last set, where I feel like SluG needed to win Game 2 to have a chance, I think Bones needs this game.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a matchup where you just go and win 3 games in a row so easily.
Yeah, not that it's not. I've seen it done before, but certainly not easy.
Oh, no, and it's just, I think that just the way you feel when you go down 0-2 makes it so difficult to come back, more so than
It gets caught with the classic wave dash down smash again. Bones looking shaky.
I'm going to say, I think that's the backbreaker. I think SluG has this tournament at this point, and not just because he's up 2-0. I think that this next game is probably the last one.
Yeah, I think the last test I'd say right now for SluG. I think himself, right?
Yep.
He's got to know, like that's a heavy blow, right? I'm sure he could feel it.
At this point, it is up to
And if he can
Bones
get the
to
wobble
respond.
going, that might be the G'est of G's.
Yeah, at least that was the first head shake I've seen
Wait,
from Bones.
he mashed out. Still dead, though.
Yeah, drops the wobble, still done. At this point, I think SluG has he's got the moves. He knows what he needs to do to beat the current Bones. Bones needs to change it up. Okay, he gets out of it once again. Failed that the last time around, but he's been pretty good about it this set. Yeah, definitely worth going for the edge
Yeah,
guard, I think.
I
if
do
you're
think at
Slug.
this point, actually, he's so confident in his Sopo gameplay that he's making like bigger plays, like really willing to sacrifice Nana, even her life,
For what's
especially since he's up a stock and the things that he can get like that. Maybe another stock. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just barely makes it back by a hair.
Yeah, or by a feather in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. I felt like he taunted. He didn't, but I felt like he did after
Yeah.
that down. I would have taunted free.
Forward smash going to do the trick. Bones has his back against the wall, and he's going to need something special if he wants to come back.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
he's
missing
even
his
starting to like
wavelengths,
mess
yeah.
up his tech, a little bit.
I mean, his platform movement was so clean earlier, and that we attributed that as the biggest part of his victory, right? How
Yeah,
clean
he
his
was.
platform play
He was. He was moving really smooth. It's like he was swimming without getting wet. And now he's getting grabbed, and he's barely escaping with his life there. But
I like how Bones is at one step ahead of the mix-up there. He'd done spot dodge after getting out of the down throw regrab so often that SluG was ready for it that time. He was actually waiting to get the grab, and this time Bones rolls instead of spot dodges. So really astute of him to know that SluG is going to adapt.
and wow, he's taking these trades all the way to the bank, quite literally soon. Basically, one more stock, and this is GG.
Well, I mean, one pummel, this could be it. Gets
That's
the
it.
jab, the
Oh wait, what a
mashes for his
what a
tournament
mash!
life. Okay, barely gets the up tilt. And yeah, he should have finished that Nana.
Yeah, he should have
would've
went for
before
Nana.
The nerves are getting him.
That's it. SluG takes it.
Yeah, and SluG is your
The very first no Jawns here goes to SluG.
yeah, no Jawns tournament champion SluG. You know what? He really earned it.
You know what? He really earned it playing 4 sets in a row.
He ran the gauntlet.
At times, it looked like he was going to make it, especially in the first set against Bones. We thought
Bones had won that set and the Panos set. That it looked like he was.
he was poised to take the tournament. I didn't think there was that much competition for him.
Yeah, but lo and behold, going through like how many back-to-back, like going through, of course, first Stango, and then going through.
Alright guys, congrats to you, both and Panos, our top 3. Ladies and gentlemen, for at least another hour, appreciate everyone coming out.
So congratulations, man. Really hard fought victory, really earning first place winnings here. And yeah, not much more I can say. Congratulations on the solid gameplay and really a story of composure and mental force.
Hey, this was a good tournament. It was run well. The venue's nice. It's plenty warm. There were good food options nearby. So if you're somewhere nearby and thinking about coming to the next No Jawns, highly recommend it for me. And believe me, I would tell you if the tournament wasn't worth going to.
Oh, I wouldn't be here.
Well, that's true. But yeah, this is a good one, and I hope that we see a lot more instances of No Jawns in the future. I'll be back to the next one. With that said, I think we're probably ready to close down the stream.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it for us.
So thank you for joining us on Future Start Productions. And we will see you next time, right?
Yeah. Next, we'll challenge.
Is there a big melee tournament tomorrow we can point them towards?
I know there's Smash Delphi and some other stuff that's happening.
Smash Delphi?
Yeah, but
Oh, is there another?
Can I take a selfie with you real quick?
oh, me? He's such a big
Actually, both of us, yeah.
What the heck?
Selfie.
I had no idea. He's such a
Selfie.
huge fan.
Selfie live on stream.
Archangel.
Great. Just
Gotta get the right angle, though.
Oh, you're barely in it. Get in there.
It's like hard.
You want me to?
Yeah, you can hold
I'll
it.
get in the middle.
Yeah.
Live after 20 selfie. Classic Tyler.
Thank you.
Yeah, take it easy, man. Okay, so like we said, it's going to wrap it up for No Jawns. Anything else you want to say?
I think that
Our streamer is gone. I was waiting for them to cut the stream. He's not even there. Now you guys get to look at my sweatpants. So.
Oh wait, you're right.
Wait, it's probably on there still. All right. Well, it's been around. Bye.
Yeah, it's real. Take it easy. Yeah. I thought.
I was waiting for it to get.
I thought that he was there.
I'm not allowed out. I was trapped.
We signed off like twice.